What's up with you? We got an update on a story. We got an update on a story that happened in Memphis. A mother came home, found a 20-year-old man in the room of a 13-year-old child, and she had a gun. And we don't know. I'm saying I don't know. She told the police when the man was found face down, she told the police that she did what she had to do. She was arrested now, and I already said that. And I've said it. Now that she's got a lawyer, I told her they're going to try to throw that statement out because that statement she made, right? I mean, what you can look upon as an admission, that lawyer's going to throw. I'm going to play it. He put out he spoke at a press conference, and he's already put out. You can see what he's finna do. He said he's talked about it, and it was interesting how he was just very liberal with his discussion. He spoke about the case, and doing this, we're going to play the discussion, but during the discussion, he said, "Well, we don't know what happened." And even though, despite a statement being made on the scene, despite a daughter witnessing the act, lawyer says we don't know what happened. And if they get that statement out, if they can get that statement, that confession, they can muddy these waters. And you could see her walk. Now she's got a bond. Officially, no. Officially, nobody's come out, but there's a couple of people already talking about they're going to bond her out. And literally, she'll be bonded out. What is today? Within 3 days, she's bonded out. Lawyers working on the case. They get that statement out. Man, this may be over with. I mean, this 20-year-old guy, and there's also rumors he had mental issues. There's rumors the 20-year-old guy had mental impairment. The families, I think they know each other, live in the same community. The 20-year-old impaired mentally. I guess it just depends on how you feel about human life. You know, is there such thing as a life being expendable? I guess it just comes down to that. Who's expendable? Young boy is invited into a home. Young boy is invited into a home. He may have mental issues. He's caught in the home. And then from there, we get the statement was made when the police showed up that I did it. And also she had already threatened that if any man was caught in that home, she was going to put a bullet in him. So what I'm saying, it just comes down to who's expendable. But we got let me go ahead and cut this off. Right here. You'll hear what I heard. Right here. Fair use, fair use.
$100,000, that's the bond for a Southwest Memphis woman accused of fatally shooting a man allegedly found hiding under her juvenile daughter's bed. Kendra Scott was in court today to face a charge of first-degree murder for the death of Rodarius Morton. Braille Brown spoke with Scott's attorneys about their confidence in representing her.
Kendra Scott stood before the judge draped in a Shelby County jumpsuit while her family sat in the gallery for emotional support. Her attorneys say that they believe that the state would have a challenge to pursue a first-degree murder charge. Currently, her bond is set at $100,000.
Well, the challenges I'm seeing are for the state in trying to go forward on first-degree murder charges. You've got a woman who is kind of living out your worst nightmare as a parent.
This is the first time your news leader is getting a look at Kendra Scott in person for her bond hearing. She was also ordered to stay away from the victim's family. Scott is charged with fatally shooting Rodarius Morton at her home along the 3000 block of Travis Road. She reportedly told investigators, quote, "I did what I had to do."
To expect anybody to be able to act in a cool, calm manner, premeditate any sort of action, is just unrealistic. I think even the best of us, the worst of us, any of us, would be acting irrationally given this set of circumstances.
Morton died from a gunshot wound to the back of his head. Investigators say he was allegedly invited to Scott's residence by a juvenile and entered through the back door at 1 a.m. Scott's attorneys say at this moment they are unsure if the state's new stand your ground law will play a part in this case as they await doorbell footage and an autopsy report.
I don't know enough about what led to the actual shooting. I don't know if there was a scuffle. I don't know if...
Now, remember, she made a statement. Remember that? She confessed what happened, right? Now, you hear the lawyer now? You hear the lawyer? Isn't that something, right?
I don't know if there was a scuffle. I don't know if it was an accidental discharge. I just don't.
See what I'm saying? You see the lawyer? Oh, man. Oh, man. In my opinion, oh, man, I don't see her doing any time for this, man. Because he's already setting the groundwork. He said, well, given the circumstance, who would be acting rationally? So given the circumstance, no matter what she said, how could she make a statement about what happened? She's not thinking. Given the circumstance, who knows? And that doubt, casting that doubt. And I'm sure the boy's family is just, it looks like an impoverished area. The boy's family probably doesn't have the money. So what you're going to see is it's a strong possibility that and I think, like I said, it comes down to how much, what do we value? Do we value life? I mean, we get it. 20-year-old who, I don't know, I have no confirmation from what is believed from the community, 20-year-old with mental problems, mental impairments, gets invited into the room or house of a 13-year-old child. Mom comes home. He slides under the bed, scared. She finds out he's in there. And that's where you get the, he was walked out to the front porch and he's saying he don't know what happened, accidental discharge, etc. And just say she's let go, like she's released. Okay, so what's the value? So it's okay to do that. Is that the penalty for that crime? And to me, that's the community, Black community. They don't understand. They set a lot of these precedents where it says you don't even value life. Look, I'm not saying this dude didn't do wrong. He should have been held accountable. But you have to think about what is the value of human life. It's got to have some value, man. You cannot be dismissive like that and say, and these people don't have the type of money to neither one of them, really. Neither one of them really have money. Like, this is really a case that should have never happened. But in my opinion, this lawyer, the way he's talking, dead men tell no tales. The way this lawyer is talking, and it's really up to her, really, if she, just up to her. You say, if you break into someone's house, you forfeit your life. Yeah, in the house, if somebody breaks into your home and you come downstairs and they run out of the home and they're running up the driveway, they're no longer a threat for you to do that to them. They're not a threat to you if they're leaving. And you have to understand, that. Well, we all know that. We live under a system of laws. Man, some of this stuff, man, some people just they can't understand that. We're governed under a system of laws. You're trying to make some moral judgment. I don't know what the guy did. I hope There's rumors he was mentally impaired. I'm not saying that makes it better, but I would hope his judgment was impaired to do what he did. I would hope it was. I would hate to think a clear-minded 20-year-old boy would just, even with the invite, go into the home when the mama's not home, when the mother's not home, of a 13-year-old girl, child, and then hide under a bed. It's probably too big. It probably was obvious he was under the bed. So there might be some mental issues right there. And I get that, man. Everybody agrees. You're furious. She's furious. At this point, she's absolutely furious. And this is why I think a lot of people have a problem, to walk the man out to the porch. That's an execution. That's what that is. That's not a lawyer. She's going to have her day in court, right? She's going to have her day in court. She'll be able to express what's going on. He says a 20-year-old is not a boy. Okay, a 20-year-old. How about that? Man, 20-year-old man. He's okay. That's what man, it don't really matter. See, this is what your problem is. Instead of talking about the case, you're talking about stuff that don't even matter. In my opinion, a 20-year-old is a boy. I mean, like, I'm a man. I don't even look at somebody like that as a man. I look at that as a boy. Now, I don't know how you see the world. I'm not saying he's deceased. I'm not saying he should be able to do anything he wants. He still has rules he got to follow. But that's a boy. That's not no man. That's a child. I'm not, look, see this, and this is the interpretation. His actions somehow should be justified. I'm not trying to justify that. He should have been nowhere near. First of all, her mother wasn't home. He shouldn't have been, period, just right there. He shouldn't have been over at home. He wasn't invited in at home by authority to invite him in the home. That's what we're talking about. You're trying to tell me at 20, okay, he a man. Let's make him a man. And they try kids all the time for adults. So who's even talking about that? He's passed away. But had he got captured and he was, say, 16, who say he can get away with it? Who's saying that? They try children as adults all the time. At the end of the day, it looks like she's going to get off. It looks like that, but in my opinion, you are taking a chance with the value of life. You can't say Black lives matter and they don't matter. But that's fine. That's fine. YS says you're not officially a man until 20. I say, I don't know all of that. I don't know that. I don't know. We can go with 20, though. We can go with 20. I don't know. I'm sure you can find it on Google or something. 18, maybe 18 is officially a man. At the end of the day, this is a terrible thing. But we hear the lawyer, he's setting the case. He's setting the case to get her out of there.
Part in this case as they await doorbell footage and an autopsy report.
I don't know enough about what led to the actual shooting. I don't know if there was a scuffle. I don't know if it was an accidental discharge. I just don't know.
The juvenile told police Scott previously told her if she saw a boy in the home, she would shoot him.
It's my understanding that Ms. Scott did not know this person.
The daughter.
And I don't know how they met. That's something we'll look into. My guess is that this was somebody who was looking for young people online, and he found a vulnerable 13-year-old, and you know what happened next.
Scott's next appearance in court will be August 3rd. We'll be sure to keep you updated both on air and online. Reporting for your news leader,
he's cooked. He's cooked. That 20-year-old, his family, he's finished. There's nothing else to say. He's finished. That lawyer, once they get that statement out, which they're probably going to get thrown out, because when it was taken, the circumstance right after, they're going to get that statement thrown out. And that guy's cooked. We know he's deleted, but I just don't see how she'll be prosecuted for this. And guys in there talking in the chat talking about sex offenders deleting them. Okay. Go right ahead, brother. Go right ahead. This guy though, we still have to respect life. You know, this isn't a prison. Say wasn't supposed to question her child without. No, she was there. She was in cuffs. She was in cuffs. And on top of that, man, at the end of the day, listen, man, but no matter what you say, and this is wild right here. No matter what you say, you can't have jailhouse justice on your front porch. You cannot do that. And it's like Negroes don't understand that. Everything the Negro does is governed by the rules of the jail system. Everything they do. This man was captured. And like the lawyer said, we got to look at the ring cam. I'm amazed they have a ring cam. I'm really amazed. You got a ring cam? That home, you want me to, you know what, I'm gonna go by there. That man, it's probably what? You can go look it up on Google. That home can't be worth more than $50,000 a home. You can see it needs repairs. You got a ring cam on that? And some people gonna look at it and say, hey, justice was done. Okay, go ahead. But we still have to value life, man. We have to look at our lives. 20-year-old man with mental impairments gets deleted on the front porch of a home. No harm, no foul. He still has a family. They're going to want justice. He has a family. They're going to say, hey, my child has rights. Despite all the people saying, you know, what he was, he should have been deleted and all of that, they're going to say that. And we'll see. I personally think she's going to get off on this. I personally think, yeah, I just don't see, because the lawyer's already said, and he's already said, if you on this guy's on the internet, cruising the internet for, you know, right there, that he's wrong. He went into the home, he's wrong. We don't know what happened, he's wrong. The gun could just accidentally went off. You see what I'm saying? He's already said, and you know what? He's throwing that doubt out there because it's very possible those things could have happened. And it's very possible, whether we like it or not, she don't know what happened. This was can you imagine that? You come home at 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning, you find a man in the room with your 13-year-old kid, a man in there. He's a man in there, and you're like, what the hell? Can you imagine, you know, the fury, the anger, the rage? It's very possible you blanked out. He was found unresponsive, face down in the front yard. It's possible. You know, they do have witnesses in the other houses. Perhaps somebody saw the whole thing. I think you're gonna have a hard time with. I think you have a hard time with a jury convicting her on that because of the way people look at men who do stuff like that. You're gonna have a hard time with that. "13 years old is underage." The mom appeared in court. She appeared in court today. That's going to be the judge. That's a female judge. And that's the lawyer. So she got her lawyer already. Isn't that something, man? And it's crazy, man, to be now she's in an orange jumpsuit just that quick. And she spent the weekend in jail, and they got $100,000 bond. I think what was that, $10,000? Was that 10,000? There's probably enough sympathy that somebody will probably bond her out. Presently, there's no GoFundMe, even though people have talked about it. She actually said, I did what I had to do. She admitted she deleted him. She shot a man in the back of his head, which means he was fleeing. Curtis, listen to me, Curtis. They're going to throw that statement out, Curtis. And she has public sentiment on her side. They're going to throw that statement out. But I follow you. No, Curtis, I follow you. Because you're saying from the standpoint, right is right, wrong is wrong. Who's trying to justify what this guy did? He did wrong. But is the punishment what was dealt to him? And nobody's trying to protect this guy. The mom did absolutely nothing wrong. How many other victims did she just save? She deserves a medal. And see, you're going to have people like that on that jury, man. And then it's how she was raised. You got to take a look at her, especially black people. You know, she's probably raised, you know, probably housing project. Her parenting, that's the way she looks at the world. And she did what a lot of people say they're going to do. She did, whether you like it or not. She's trying to raise her kid in a community in the world with the Instagram and internet. This makes it even that much more difficult. She's trying to raise a 13-year-old daughter in the world of Instagram. And there are guys out there doing it. There are guys on the internet looking for underage children. They are. He's telling that lawyer knows that. She's trying to raise a daughter, a kid, in an age at a time when a 20-year-old man who allegedly may have mental impairments, I don't know. I don't know. You would tend to lean toward that because he took that invitation. You would just tend to, I'm not trying to say that justifies anything. And people would say, well, maybe his parents should have kept him maybe they should have. Maybe they should have told him, well, you can't leave this house. Maybe they should have told him, you can't live with us because you got mental issues and you don't understand, right from wrong. Maybe they should have done that. Maybe they should have said, at the end of the day, and one thing I noticed about her, there is no regret in her. You would think you would see some type of hesitation. You think you would see some type of an individual who's upset. They might have to do time. I think she doesn't care either way because she feels she did the right thing. Gino says she got him in the back. She's done. I got that. Look, anybody, let me say something. Nobody's trying to get your sympathy for the victim. We're talking about a legal matter. Can you execute someone? That's the question. Nobody's trying to churn up sympathy for him. That man was under a 13-year-old kid's bed. He was come 1,000% wrong. Who's trying to churn up some type of justification for that? Nobody's trying to justify that. From what we keep hearing, he was walked out of the house right there. She didn't tap him inside that house. She's not no legal genius. She's not one who says, okay, if I'm going to do it, I got to do it right now. I don't have no idea why she walked him out of the house. You have to talk to her. But if you go by the facts, that's why arrest was made. See, you're ignoring that. An arrest was made. Had she not did that, he would have been arrested. And his family would have to go through everything to get him out. But I'm going to say this again. When you say it's okay, and when she's got to go to court, she's innocent. But when you say it's okay for her to delete someone, that's a Pandora's box, man. And then black people too. It's sort of hypocritical for black people to say that lives don't matter. A man's life doesn't matter. Maybe. Said maybe he said something to her. Maybe he threatened her. You know, maybe he said, wait till Bebe and them get home. Yeah, maybe he did. You don't know who you messing with. Make the Bebe, I'm Bebe cousin. I'm Bebe cousin. Wait till Bebe get home. He could have said that. Now, see, that's what I'm saying. She's not talking. But for me, that would have aggravated me. It would have aggravated me. If I would have got threatened, if I'm walking him out my house and he said something like, wait till Lulu them get home. No, brother, you don't get to threaten me. You see what I'm saying? So that I would be highly upset. I could say, hey, man, get out of my house. Or I wouldn't have said that anyhow. I would have said, wait on the police. I'd had him under, with the gun pulled on him, and we would have dealt with the police. But if he would have said, if he would have got mouthy, if he would have started talking shit, threatening me, oh, man, that would have been a problem. So we all can agree she just handled it. Basically, she did what most people say they would do. She just did it in a way that puts herself in harm's way. But you can ask most women and men, they would do this. I don't know about the shooting part, but I do know about the well, see, I don't understand why walk him outside the house. That's intent. I mean, that lawyer's going to have his work cut out for him. You asked him to come out of the house. Why'd you walk him out of the house? So she didn't want to make a mess. She didn't want to have to clean the sheets. She didn't want to have to get them stains out of the rug. It's a sad case for me, though. I see a single mom. I see a 20-year-old man. Since he's a man, everybody says he's a man. I see a 20-year-old man who's deceased, and it's possible, allegedly, he had mental issues. So, and I see a 13-year-old child that's growing up into adulthood who witnessed that. So you got trauma right there, and who knows how that's going to affect her as she gets older. And who knows? She invited him in. How you know she doesn't feel guilty? This is all my fault. She was out there talking to the police, ratting her mama out. She was out there telling the police she did it. She said she was going to do it. She did it. She did it. She was ratting her mama out. You would think, you said, damn, you would think a child would protect the mom. So you got trauma. And this is the black community. See, this is the problem with the black community. All of this stuff, this is going on a regular basis. People are being traumatized. People with undiagnosed or unmedicated mental illnesses are allowed to just fucking roam free. No accountability. And then you add the fuel or the gas of the internet to that mix, and this is what you get. It's terrible, man. This is tragic. Tim said she did what was right. Okay, Tim. I got you. He got what he wanted. Tracy says, pray for her. She did the Lord's work in a wicked world. I don't know if that's the Lord's work, Tracy. And you know what? Look, man, this guy, he's gone. Okay. You can go try to dig him up. Nobody's trying to dig him up. This man is deceased at 20. He never saw 21. He's a deceased 20-year-old man. That being said, be careful how you green light people losing their lives. Just you're saying it's just okay. I mean, you want them to, if they lose their life, you want it done in the commission of like self-defense, where you're trying to defend yourself. If you were trying to defend your daughter, why did you walk him outside? If he was a threat, why did you walk him outside? If you would have walked into that room inside your home and you would have deleted him there wouldn't have been nothing said. There would have been nobody knows. I mean, unless the daughter, maybe you don't trust your daughter. She still ratted you out. And what kind of household is that where you don't trust your kid and the kid don't trust the mom? At the end of the day, that's what I'm saying. Maybe that she didn't tap him up in that room because she felt the kid was going to rat her out. Ain't that something? That's where you go ahead and somebody's got to go. But at the end of the day, we do have rights. And I know, you people don't want to hear that. But he got no goddamn right. He was in a 13-year-old girl. He ain't got no rights. Well, the state of Tennessee, the state has to say he doesn't have rights. Right now, they say he does. And if you're going to discuss topics like this, you have to understand the legal aspect of the topic. You got to take the morality and what you think. You got to take that out. I know you don't want to. That's almost, and then you go back to the whole racial aspect where Negroes, they looked at Negroes as a certain kind of way just because they were black. And if you said, well, not all of them, immediately you was called names. Oh, you say, well, not all of them. No, yeah, you're making excuses. Said she didn't want that mess in her house. It looks like it. She said he had enough sense to hide under the bed. He probably was too big though when you think about it. That probably was a twin. He's 20, right? Just think about it. That's probably a twin size bed. You know what I'm saying? What is that? He has twin. That's not no queen or no king. She's probably in a twin size bed, a child, 13-year-old child. He tries to hide under it. I think half of his body was poking out. And I know, that's like I'm saying, that's as ridiculous as it sounds. I think maybe his leg, I don't think he could have got under there. He's too big. And unfortunately, man, yeah. And it's causing people to think, because nobody wants to be looked upon as they're defending a man who's doing that type of behavior. But there's a legal matter when you talk about the law. Also, you're a gun owner. You have to do this stuff. You go to school to get your permit. You learn proper gun ownership and responsibility. That does not give you the right to execute people you don't like. Like the stream, brother. Well, had he ran out the window, perhaps they would have been looking for him and she wouldn't be in prison. Maybe there was no window in that room. I don't know. You got to go see that house. That doesn't look. Anybody who's into like real estate, that house doesn't look like that's the type of house you sort of get stuck with. No, that's a property you get. You want to fix it up and you want to put it on the market. You got to go and you guys just Walker Homes. I know where that's at. That's not a very. That's a rundown place. It's run down. And then where do you want to look at your neighbors? You say you have to look at your neighbors. But you guys don't have homes. You don't do that. You're not in the market. When you get a rental property, you want a property that people want to move in for a year, maybe two, while they wait to buy a home. They're transitioning from they don't have a home, they're a family, then they're going into a home. You have a rental property. When it's run down, there are remember, there's also other properties. When it's run down, who's going to go into it? And then when you say, well, I'll give you a deal, it's $300 a month, you're living next door to someone who's paying less than that or the same. That's what you're living into when people don't respect their property. That's when people don't respect their neighbors. If you have kids, they're subject to your neighbors. They're subject to your neighbors' kids. On the weekend, if you're paying $200, $300 a month, you probably don't have no money. So when you're not at work, which you probably mostly at work, so that means your kids are at home a lot while you at work. So you don't know what they're doing in the age in the internet. So you're coming home and you're finding people in your home. And for the weekend, you don't have no money. So you have a little something to eat, watch a little TV. The neighbor's got his music blaring. This neighbor's doing something else. And you can't wait to move, but so that's what I'm saying. Those are not good places. This is just a bad situation, man. And you know what? I hate to say this. Maybe she should have not had that kid, man, because it's just where she was living. We're in the age of the internet now. The hell she's finna go through, and what you got to look and see for a woman. This is a woman. You got grown ass men that go to court and break the fuck down. This is a woman. This woman is holding up. She's holding up. She don't care. And now she's got a black judge. She got a female judge. Now she's got to do her job. She's governed by the rules. She's on the bench. But there's going to be some sympathy for her. But it is amazing to me that she doesn't have a GoFundMe. You see what I'm saying? You got the Metcalf. You got the Eric Metcalf and GoFundMe and $500,000 and retrial. He's black. And then you got the Nolan Wells. And it's like, why not her? See, that's what I'm saying. So we pick and choose. We don't really care about. See, this is the thing. Black community don't really care about black people. They care about a few cases when they could make a name or something, but all people, they don't really care about all people. But then they press the white community with all lives. I mean, they press the white community with Black Lives Matter, but they don't even practice that themselves. Because I'm an observer. That woman don't even have a GoFundMe. And I said, this is a single mom with kids and nobody's put a GoFundMe up for her. And $100,000 bail, that ain't no money. $10,000 over the internet, that should have been already raised. Her saga, her story is the story of a lot of single moms. Why aren't they getting together and say, we got to get this woman out of jail? She did what we would have done. They ain't gonna do that though. You see what I'm saying? And that's what I mean. You see, this is what I'm talking about. They ain't thrown her. They finna throw her under the bus. And they're going to try to pin this on, the man is dead. They're going to try to pin this on black men. It's sad, man. This is a sad case. It's a sad case. And there's a lot of hypocrites. A lot of the young ladies, they're hypocrites. This is the type of case you saying you raising your kid. This is the type of case you need to make known to say, hey, I don't care what she did. I want her out of jail. I don't care what she did. She'll wait for her trial. I don't blame her. I'm going through the same thing she's going through. It's a struggle trying to raise a young kid in the age of the internet. But they're not going to do it. They're going to sit to the back and ignore this woman. They're going to let her suffer, let her burn. And then what about the 13-year-old kid right now who witnessed all this? Is she in therapy? Nope. Does anybody care? Nope, they don't care. You see, that's how the black kid is done. The black kid is completely discarded, like it's not even a child. If this was a white kid, it'd be all types of therapy. There'd be all types of people coming forth. Money would have been put up. Maybe you're talking about. There had been so much money spent for her. It's a black woman who, a black woman in a black community, impoverished community. They don't care. And I know, because I know they don't. Because I'm looking right now, I'm watching it. And he says, free this woman, creepy man under the bed. There's more to it than a post on the social media. You're going to actually do something. I'm amazed. All of the women's groups and women's rights, and they don't have, even including the white ones. What about NOW? National Organization of Women. Why haven't they put up a GoFundMe? Where are all these support groups for single moms? Why haven't they got together? I just saw one. I could post you a picture. I just saw one. It says support group. The name of the group was just a support group for single moms. That's what it said. No, came across my timeline. I don't have a problem with that. But where are they? Where are they? He said, where's Black Lives Matter? Okay, where are they? Where are they? Where's, I saw Al Sharpton offered $50,000 for evidence in the Nolan Wells case. Hey, Al, why don't you peel 10 off of that and bail her out? Nolan Wells, man? Is that for real? And yeah, he needs justice and all that, but he also is an American citizen. And the system, brother, you have to understand, we live under a system. He needs to have justice. That means the appropriate treatment. You had Colin Kaepernick paid for the autopsy. Yeah, Tyler Perry paid for the funeral. Hey, Tyler, how about finding out what's going on in this case? But this is the system, man. And let me tell you, all the men out there, look, you can say whatever you want to say. I want to have a trial and then let the jury decide. But all of this, he deserved what he got. Well, then don't say nothing when someone put one in the back of your head, because they became your judge and jury. Don't say nothing when they do it to you. If you want jailhouse justice, then shut up. And that's the hypocrisy of these guys. They run around on one side talking about jailhouse justice, keep these white folks out of our business. We black, we black, we black, we black. We gonna have jailhouse justice. And then when one of them get messed up, they screaming to the white man, oh, Mr. Charlie, you done me wrong, Mr. Charlie. I get so tired of that, man. Well, which way is it? Which way do you want it? And if we have rights, right? So she's in jail. See, the white community, if that was the black community, she wouldn't be in jail. But she's in custody. Because you know what? They're not going to let nobody diminish their rights. They said, well, we see it was a bad issue. We get it. It was emotional, but did you follow the law? Okay, I did it. Okay, get your ass in jail. I get you. I respect your nobility as a parent. I'm impressed. But we have to go by what the law says. And Negroes don't even understand. That's why they want that jailhouse justice, because that's illegal. They want to live like savages, absolute savages. And slander and lie. Like the stream, man. You won't see Al Sharpton. You won't see none of these internet guys. They're not going to talk about this case because they don't give a damn. They don't give a damn. But when it comes to Black Lives Matter, they'll tell you that all day. You got a 20-year-old face down in somebody's front yard. And the thing is, did he pose a threat? It didn't say that she caught him under his daughter's bed. Okay, she did catch him under her daughter's bed. Did he pose a threat? Because that's what that's the eyes of the law. Did he pose a threat? Well, he did when he was in that bedroom. Did you shoot him there? No, I walked him out to the front porch. And then what? I did what I had to do. Well, you're going to go to jail. And her lawyer's already coming out here making excuses. And unfortunately, this is too poor people. The boy's family's poor. That's probably why he had unmedicated mental disorders. And you can't tell me I grew up around that. We had all types of dudes growing up. We had dudes that would run off with the football. We had dudes that was 12, 6 feet tall, looked like grown men, but they were mentally challenged. And the kids would be playing jump ropes. They run in and grab the jump rope. They grab the jump rope from the little girl's jumping rope and go sit up and run and go sit down. And you had to go knock on the door to get their parents. And their parents would go and get them. I grew up around that shit. Unmedicated mental disorder. Very familiar with that. I'm in the Black community. The thing about them, they were not violent. They would do annoying things, but they never was a threat to nobody. They never put no hands on nobody. So they just stayed there. As far as them getting weekly medical, no, they didn't get that. Unmedicated mental disorder. Possible this boy, that's their allegation, he was like that. And unfortunately, it led to his deletion. But you guys still got to remember, we still live under a system of laws. Well, he deserved what he got. Well, that's why she's locked up right now. But I understand what you're saying. See, if you have a gun, you can't go off emotions. You can't. And she'll have her day in court. I don't know. You know, and that's another thing. Like I said, a Negro, we had a dude in the chat. They'll run around and talk about fairness, and they're unfair to their own people. They want to reenact slavery on their own people. They'll run around talking about they want to be treated fair and freedom. I'm free. And then they want to impose a jailhouse judicial system on Black people just because they're Black. And then we talked about that. Look, I'm not I'm not an all lives matter type dude. I'm not with the What about Chicago? I'm not that. I'm saying, and I know we struggle with this, but whether you like it or not, you cannot put one in the back of somebody's head. And it's like Negroes don't understand that. You trying to defend him. That man is dead. You can't say you value lives and you taking them like that. Can't you get that? You can't even get that through your head, can you? You can't even conceive that. And if you care about this woman so much, this woman, she doesn't have a GoFundMe. She's got $100,000 bill. Where your money at? Because it seems like to me, you're talking out of both sides of your mouth. You say you care about it, but you're saying, I don't think you care about her. I don't think you care about this woman at all. And I don't think you care about that boy. I don't think you care about his family. I don't think you care about the black community. I think all of this Nolan Wales, you don't give a damn about the black community. The Carmelo, and you don't give a damn about that. Yeah, you'll raise money and then you run down there running your mouth every 15 minutes, giving streams out the Carmelo Anthony. The man is having an appeal. He's appealing. What about this woman? You gonna throw her under the bus? If you think she was right, why don't you help her get out? Or this ain't a good case for you. Or these some poor black folks living in an impoverished area, F them. Well, then tell the truth. You don't give a damn. So stop getting mad at the white man when you don't give a damn about black lives. That's really the truth. I don't have no problem with Al. But Al, you wrong on this one. You and Benjamin Crump, y'all need to do something in this case. And what about coming to the community and calming the community down? What about that? Yeah, isn't that something as a black person, man, you just on your own. You can watch on TV, all these people with money get money. But you poor, you just on your own. You just on your own, man. This woman trying to raise a kid in the age of the internet. The kid is a child making mistakes, making the mistakes of a child. And now she's finna do 30 years in prison. And none of these black people who claim to be advocates for justice are taking an interest in the case. Yet I saw on TV Al Sharpton running his mouth talking about $50,000 in the Nolan Wales case. For real? That's what you're saying? You offering $50,000 for anybody who got evidence. Why? Why don't you come over here and offer something for this woman? Why don't you say, I'm gonna give $10,000 to bond her out. I'm gonna put another $20,000 for the child, 13. I'm gonna get the child some therapy, and I want to set this child up for a future. And I challenge the community to match it. Why don't you do that? Nolan Wales, he doesn't need your help. He does not need your help. He does not need your help. And listen, I'm a black man. Al Sharpton can't tell me shit about injustice and mistreatment in any community. I want the man to get treated fair. If there's evidence of improper behavior by law enforcement, etc., that needs to be put out there. He has a right. They just sent the body off for independent autopsy. I want him to be given, I want it to be fair. But what bothers me is, I'm saying, look at our community. We got a young lady right now in a prison cell. This is a mom. This is a mom. She's in a prison cell. All of these women's groups. What is it? You got The View. Where you at, Whoopi? Hey, Whoopi. Hey, Hey, Sonny, where you at? You got The View. You got all of these. You got what the all of these channel, all of these women influencers. Where you at? Where you at? Do you agree with what she did? If you do, why don't you speak with your mouth? I mean, speak with your wallet. Where you at? They're not there. They're not there. And they're not going to help this woman. They're not going to help her because they don't like people. And see, this is what I'm saying. This is black people. They're not going to help this. I know they're not. They're not going to help her. She's on her own. He said they're all busy hating Trump. Where you at, Kamala? Hey, Kamala. Kamala, you want to be president, right? Where you at with this case? A single mom trying to defend her child may have, I don't know, we'll find out, may have made a mistake. Where you at, Kamala? Kamala, where you at? You see what I'm saying? These people don't show up. When you need something, they don't show up. And they're not going to show up. Where you at, Oprah? Gail, where you at, Gail? You still running around talking about R. Kelly. He's in jail. Where you at, Gail? You care about the black community, right? Where you at? Where you at, Oprah? You care about the black community, right? Where you at? And this is the life of the Negro, man. You look at this woman, and it's the truth, man. Look at the life of the Negro. If you don't have the money, this is what you have to go through. You're almost 1,000% at the behest of the white community. And I can see why they have a problem with Negroes complaining. They said, we got to take care of you Negroes. You can't take care of yourself. And then you turn around and we have laws. Hey, Mr. Negro, we govern ourselves with laws. You can't just take somebody's life. And where you at, Al? Ben, they're not coming around this. They're not coming around this. And that's what I'm saying. That's why I stopped even talking about Metcalf and Wells. Because I'm wasting my time, man. See, these dudes, these are clowns out here. They ain't really trying to get no justice. And then you look at a case like this, and I'm like, yo, I can go to her community right now. Well, it would take me about 25 minutes to go down there. Walker Homes. I know where it's at. It's down there off of Mitchell. Walker Homes. I can go down there. It ain't no money down there, man. It's no money down there. And that's the one thing, another thing about Al Sharpton's a millionaire. Benjamin Crump's a millionaire. These Negroes claim they care about the black community, but they don't care about this woman. They don't care about the family of the kid. They don't care about them. They could care less about them. They could care less about them. And this is I'm looking at the woman. I'm looking at her. Poor woman trying to raise a kid, probably shouldn't have done it. If she's got issues, anger issues, temper issues, she should get help. And now she's just a product of the system. And all of these Negroes who claim Black Lives Matter and Kamala Harris. Where you at, Obama? Where you at, Michelle? Michelle, where you at? Where you at, Michelle? Where you at? Where you at, Obama? Where are you? Where you at? They have nothing to say about a woman. This is a single mom. Look, from my standpoint, it's a tragedy. But why can't they intervene? I mean, they got the voice, they got the eyes of America. They got plenty of money. They can help this woman out. They can help that boy's family out. But they're not going to say anything. They're not going to say a word. Like the stream, man. And I get that. She says, I support the deletion of PDF files from our society. Okay. Got you. So the next time somebody gets one in the back of the head and they tell you that they a PDF file, you shut your mouth, right? Because they just told you, you gave me carte blanche to just take a life. All I got to do is tell you what I think. And that's not the country we live in. You going out, working out in a park, you turn a blind corner and someone puts one in the back of your head and say, well, I got to take down these PDF files. Oh, okay. So what happened? You can't go, it don't go like that, man. People have a right to exist. And he has, just like she gets a day in court, it has to be a clean shoot. But the dumb Negro is constantly trying to accuse other Negroes of protecting PDFs. You can't even have a conversation like that. That man is dead. Protect him. That boy, whatever. Also, he took mental issues with him. I'm not saying that justifies anything. You know, if you're mentally ill and you probably need to be in an institution, you probably need to be away. Look, yeah, if you someone who's mentally impaired and you're a danger to yourself, you probably need to be taken to an institution. If you walking in people's homes and shit like that, if you got a son and people say, hey man, he walked into my house, and then you talk to him and you know he's sort of like a little bit off, and then you get another call, you probably need to set up something to put him away because he is going to lose his life. Says she needs a criminal lawyer. Where are they? Man, that woman abandoned, bro. Let me tell you something. I know I've done this for years. This is not the type of case that the Crumps, they don't like cases like this. They can't grandstand in a case like this. Like Al Sharpton just did. $50,000 for evidence about Nolan Wells. That's grandstand. They can't grandstand in a case like this. He did that at the funeral too. Al Sharpton, man. Look, I get it, man, but man, that's sometimes some of this stuff, man. And look, you deserve justice. I deserve justice. Nolan Wells needs a fair, proper investigation. No doubt about it. But we cannot discount cases like this lady right here. 36-year-old baby mama comes home 4:00 in the morning, finds a grown-ass man under her 13-year-old's bed, and this is when things get foggy. Walks him out of the, I don't know what that, now that would be an execution. That's what they do. When they execute you, they walk you out, put you on your knees, and they put one in the back of your head. Was that Mao Zedong? Mao Zedong said they had an opium issue in China. He banned opium and he sent all the people out to all the provinces and said, if you catch anybody, you walk them outside, put them on their knees, bam, execution. She said they already closed the Nolan Wells case. I didn't know that. When did they close it? When did they close it? I didn't know they closed it. I didn't know. I didn't know that. I saw the funeral. I didn't see the funeral. I saw Al Sharpton offering money. It was on Twitter. And I was just looking at that and I said, what is he doing? But she said about 29 minutes. Okay. Wow. That's something. What's up with your freeze, Pop?
Hey, good morning, Chief Black. How you doing, my brother?
What's up?
Just listening this morning, man. No, you got a fair assessment. You know what I mean? I kind of disagree to a certain point, but you know what I mean? I still respect your opinion about it.
I
But I
respect
kind of
yours.
disagree.
I respect yours, brother. What's your disagreement?
Oh, well, let me get something straight. You're saying that exactly are you for my whole thing is this, man. I just feel bad for the young lady. I feel bad for the young man too for losing his life, but you know what I'm saying? Just a lot of I don't know what I could just imagine what she's going through to see this anybody in her home, man. It's probably the only sanctuary she has, man.
Mm-hmm.
And then somebody violates it, and it's almost as if you live in a house with a whole bunch of people, and the only sanctuary you got is in the bathroom, and
Mm-hmm.
somebody come busting in the door. You're
Yep.
gonna go to smooth the hell off because you're
Yep.
like, this is the only place I got peace at, and here it is, y'all got to bust in here. So I kind of feel bad for the situation, man. But I got my heart pours out to her, man, because I had a family member in the same a similar situation where their 13-year-old wouldn't go to school, and no matter what she did, she tried to go to police, go to court. They said, "Hey, he's not committing a crime. There's nothing we can do." And she was just so frustrated, man, with the 13-year-old. Like there's really no, you know what I mean? These kids are out of control, man, and they just get us in a whole bunch of trouble and a whole bunch of things happen because of their actions, man. Here we are. Now, you know what
Now,
I mean?
but
One other
why would
go
the
ahead.
kid, why would the daughter be down there working with the police? Now I'm saying that's you feed her. That's she don't pay no bills. She's 13 off of your back. And even though you did what you did, why would she be sitting there telling the police what you did?
She don't like her.
I
She
see.
has
That's what I'm
some,
saying. That's crazy,
yeah,
man. We
and
living in a
resents her.
world. We live in a world where your child don't even like you, and despite the fact that you're willing to put your life ahead, the kid don't even like her. That shit, man. That's crazy, man. That is insane
Yeah,
when you think about it.
yeah.
So your
It's,
enemy, you got an enemy. You trying to take care of you feeding your enemy. Because she
yeah.
could say, hey, I'm 36. I made some mistakes. I'm just trying to do what's right. But you inviting motherfuckers into my house. I don't want nobody in my house. And I'm paying the bills. Says you don't get to tell me what to do. I tell you what to do. And here we are, you out there jumping in front of the police. She did it. She did it. She told me she was gonna do it. Damn. Yeah, I don't know about that, man.
Yeah, got a point there.
That's betrayal right there, brother.
Yeah. Well, guess what, Platt? Your kids also is the other end of the spectrum. They also could hate you when you're rich and wealthy because they feel that you put too much pressure on them to be successful. So they can hate you when you're poor. They feel as though they didn't get everything everybody else get. And they also can hate you when you're wealthy because they feel like you're putting too much pressure on them to be successful as well. So it's a catch-22, man.
Yeah, but see the beatings, you got to raise your child where the child understands it's in their best interest to do the things you say do. The beatings, introduce hypocrisy in a child because the parent on one side is saying they love them, but they beating the holy hell out of them. Now, as a kid growing up, I remember the switches. I didn't like that shit at all. And also, for me, I had aunts, right? My aunts did that. And I didn't like my aunts at all. And I mean, I'm saying I didn't like nothing about them. My mother wasn't like that, but my aunts were like that. So I can see where a child, man, if that's your mom, that shit ain't cool, man. You can hear that thing go through the wind too. If you see a family member catching a bad one like that, you can hear those licks.
Yeah.
And yeah, I don't. That's why to this day I don't like women to whip their children. I'll just leave. I tell them, okay, oh no, let me get up out of here. I don't even want to be around that. And yeah, I'm traumatized as a kid. I'm traumatized, and like I said, a family member. I've seen that happen to a family member, and I was a kid. I ain't had no car keys and no shit like that. I didn't like it then. And guess what? A lot of times the parent ain't fucking right. They going off some shit they think, you wrong. She didn't do none of that. He didn't do none of that. Who drank this? Who drank? I drank it. Yet you delivering an ass kicking out to him. He didn't do that. But you don't want to get it, so you got to sit there and be quiet and watch them. That's what I'm saying. Trauma, man. That's trauma.
Yeah.
That's trauma. But go ahead.
It's the common denominator. These because you're saying women, and this is a woman here. So are the women a common denominator here? Like if you're saying we've got a strong man presence, it's probably be a little better.
I'm gonna be for real. I look at this woman as I don't know her business. Like she came up probably from poverty, and the way she was raised with a heavy hand, and her and her daughters, for whatever reason, are at odds. And she made a mistake. Unfortunately, that 20-year-old, he's gonna pay. He's never coming back. But she did, she just doesn't have a lot of parental skills.
Yeah.
And it's led to her imprisonment.
Yeah. Hey, Platt, can I make one more point before you go on to the other guy?
Yeah, go ahead.
What was that? Last week, we just had the situation where the young girl and her boyfriend killed 5 of her family members. And it was the same situation. Her boyfriend was hiding in the house. And when the people came home, he killed everybody. So now we got the reversal where the boyfriend kills everybody instead of him being killed. So that's why that's why I got more sympathy for her. Like, if somebody's in the house, man, you just got to expect the worst at that point. That's what I would do.
Yeah, but you
I
got to
just can't.
also, if you have a child that's getting into that rebellion years, you got to let them know what your limits are. And if they violate those limits, you got to ship them off. Because you can tell your mom, you can tell your grandma, you can tell her, the baby mom, you can say, hey, look, you got to take her. And then they say, what you mean? She don't listen to me. And what's going to happen is something is going to happen. And I'm trying to live my life. I got bills. I got a life to live. I got 2 other kids I got to take care of. This one right here, they want to be on the internet. I told them, Facebook. Every time I tell them, they hop back on Facebook. They go through their friend's account. They up here flirting with grown ass niggas. I told them, hey, don't bring no nigga by this house. What's wrong with you? You too young. They tell me they don't care what I think. You got to go. You got to go. Why? I'm gonna wind up like her in an orange jumpsuit. So that's what I mean. You got to stop that, man. Some of them you cannot reach. Some of them you can reach. Some of them you just can't reach. And I think in the case of this girl, she couldn't reach her.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because then it gets on you. And I've had arguments with people. Why are you arguing with me about what somebody else is doing? They said, what? I said, just think about it. Me and you, we don't have a problem. You talking about somebody else. And I said, I don't like you telling me about what somebody else doing. Don't tell me about I don't care what nobody else do. I had a brother, man, he came and cut my yard. And he was making a whole lot of noise. Which in my community, that you don't scream and it ain't the hood. But he was a hood dude. He was cutting my grass, and then he stopped the lawnmower, and I was upstairs, and I heard all of this commotion. He was screaming, And then I went downstairs. I said, hey, man, hey. He looked at me. He still was on the phone. I said, nah, man, you can't scream out here on the front yard. You know what he did? He went to the backyard and started screaming. So, so Freeze Bob, I went out on the back porch, and then finally he put the phone down, right? And he said, I said, hey man, what's going on? He said, don't worry about it, man. He said, I'm gonna go ahead and do what I'm gonna finish up. And I said, yeah, but what was all that? Because I said, this neighborhood, they don't do a lot of screaming. He said, I apologize, I get it, man. He said, man, this nigga called me telling me what a bitch say. And I said, huh? He said, I told him, don't you ever argue with me about what some bitch say, nigga. Like bitches don't lie. You gonna go with what the bitch? Yeah, he was, man, that's pissed him off too. He said, man, what the hell you doing calling me about what a bitch say? What's wrong with you? You crazy, nigga? And you know what, Freeze Pop, when he told me that, I said, you know what, judgment for the plaintiff. I think you're right on that one. Freeze Pop said, I think he's right. I said, I have to agree with him. That's very aggravating. And a dude would call you, talking about something, because they lie. I won't just lie to you.
At work. He called him at work, too. He said, I'll call you later, then call me when you're done. He said, I want to talk to you about what this woman said. Yeah.
Nah,
but go ahead, Fred. I'll listen to
you.
Brother.
You know how to, not people lie. That's what he's saying. You don't call me complaining about somebody until you see my side. That's what he was saying. How dare you listen to one side and draw like case is closed. It's not closed, man. No, that ain't what happened. Let me tell you what happened. I'm at work right now. You up here yelling at me about what somebody told you. I don't like. That's why I saw what he meant by that. But that sent him into a rage. And I got it on that. So when I didn't know that, but once I understood that, I told him I agree. But what's up with you, Joey?
What up, Platt? Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm. Now Joey gonna come up here and complain about her neck and that keloid on her ear. No. Joey, you know what? We're not talking about that, Joey.
I ain't gonna talk about it, Platt. I see it, but I ain't gonna talk about it.
I thought that's what you came up with.
I ain't even gonna indulge in it. What you see right here is failure. When you fail your kids, you fail your household. This is where you're gonna be, right here, where she at. And she don't even have, I wouldn't even say the mental capacity, Platt, because she's supposed to be the adult, right? Her child is an adolescent, and the boy can't come to find out. Hey, Platt, did you see the news with the teacher, the 20-year-old boy teacher was talking about him?
No, help us out with that.
So she basically was saying, yeah, she was his teacher, and he was in a slow class. He's on a spectrum. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So take that in consideration, that this boy don't have the mental capacity of a normal 20-year-old, that he possibly got the mindset of a teenager too. Not making no excuse. He's still wrong. And I know how people gonna get, you making excuses for him. No. We got to take things in consideration. I know black people run off emotions and talk about, yeah, he deserved to lose his life. No, he did not. She was out of pocket. Point blank, period. She's wrong.
Can I make a comment real quick?
With great powers comes with great responsibility. When you have children, you got to know how to conduct yourself. You can't every 2 minutes, if I see a boy in here, I'm going to just shoot him. Well, guess what? It's a special place for you. For even thinking like that. If you do that, guess where you're going? Right where she's at. You can't be out here just ready to hurt people just because your child is out here acting rambunctious. Want to be a whore. I'm sorry, Platt. I'm going there. And I'm saying,
can I say something to you, Joey?
Go ahead, please.
No, hold up. I did see a comment. Somebody said just because your kid want to be a thought. That's what they put on there.
It's crazy.
Uh, Can I make a comment to you, Joey?
What up?
All due respect, brother. You said black people run on emotions, but guess what? So does the court. Statutory rape, they don't care if you're on the spectrum or not, brother. You go to jail. And you go to real jail. And you don't go to a special autism or a spectrum jail. You go to real jail, bro. So
Well,
the
guess
court
what? Guess what,
No,
Freeze?
does not have.
Hold on.
Huh?
Freeze pop.
They take that in consideration.
Okay, see, no,
they don't.
Yeah.
No, they
Freeze
don't.
pop. Freeze pop. If
Huh?
okay, I'm gonna tell you. Okay, I know what you're saying, but this is what you have to want. This is the problem when you say that. The other cellmate. Okay, the other cellmate, he got caught scamming. He scammed 100,000. He's in jail for a year. The state has no right to put a man who's on the spectrum into his cell. You see what I'm saying? So they really can't do that. They can't say get your ass in jail. We don't care if you got mental problems. They can't really do that because that's a violation of that. The other guy's a criminal, but he don't have to spend his time with someone on the spectrum.
That wasn't my point. My point was you will be tried and convicted as if you were not on the spectrum. That's my point. And I know that. And I know that from experience. I know that from experience.
Well, then that's just somebody saying they own it. They can't really put you in a regular jail. You got to go into like a home or something, like for the mentally impaired, because they can't house those people. That when you look at the Batman, and I'm not going by that. When we look at Batman, they're all together. Yeah, they're all together. Like when they go in there, they're all his the Penguin, the Joker, all of his whatever the villains are grouped up. Riddler, they ain't in no regular prison.
Arkham Asylum.
Yeah.
People with mental issues. So I get what you about to say, Freeze.
Criminally insane.
I get what you about to say, Freeze. I'm not negating that, but I'm just what Platt just said. Yeah, he's not going to be amongst them people. He might not even be convicted like normal people. You get what I'm saying? But I'm not negating what he did. I'm not. But this boy had, I ain't gonna say he had mental issues, but he was on a spectrum. So you got to put things in perspective. And this young girl, did you know that even after this situation, her mom got convicted, she go online and say F her mom. So that should tell you something.
Yeah,
that little girl did not like that, her mom.
Yes. Yeah, if you my kid and something like this happened and you down there working with the police, yeah, you don't like me very much.
Plus, she went on social media and said F her mom. And she put a picture up with the boy. I seen it on, I'm like, is this serious? And I seen multiple people posting. And I'm like, this is crazy. So you gotta seem to put things all in perspective. It's something that was going on besides all that though, Platt. You get what I'm saying? That little girl was possibly going through she was possibly going through her own little trauma that her mom was putting her through. You know what I'm saying? Not negating even her going out there and being a little hot ass. You know what I'm saying? But her mom, you look what she did. Like, that's not a rational person will walk somebody outside and shoot them by like, come on.
Yeah, that in itself, though. No. Even with her being a mom and all of that and going stress and stuff, that act, because you know, like they was talking, did you see the bison? The bison ran around that tree and knocked that guy in the air.
Yeah.
They were talking about putting him down, right? The bison, right? But they said we ain't gonna touch him because he's a bison being a bison. And it's really us in his world, not him in our world, right? And they're going through mating season and they're very aggressive. She's trying her best and she's failing. And within that, and that's what I'm saying, within that, you got a child that just simply wants to do what they want to do.
And she got all the time to do it the way it seemed like, because she got 6 other kids. That girl was probably
Wow.
watching she was probably watching the kids, so she's like the mom. You know what I'm saying? I don't know the situation. It's going to come out, but she definitely
got
has
6
6 other kids. Yes,
in
Platt.
that house.
Yes, Platt.
Damn.
That's what I'm saying. It was like a zoo probably in there. Everybody for themselves. A circus.
So one of the kids probably told her it was a dude in there.
They said that she installed a ring camera and seen her sneak the boy in the house. So instead of calling the police, she coming in like Action Jackson, getting her gun and go in there and it was screaming, "I know you in here," or whatever, or "You better F up my house." And of course, the boy probably got scared, went underneath the bed. Yo, get out my daughter room. They said it was altercation between the daughter and the mom. This is all reported. I've read it. This ain't hearsay. Walked the boy out. Some words were still said. And then she took the boy's life. Shot him in the back of his head, right on the porch. And somebody in the chat sat up there and said, Platt, as if that was my daughter. Guess what? I would have called the police and handle it that way. You don't take things upon in your own hand. I know as black people, we want street justice. But guess what? There's consequences behind that too. I hope y'all know that. Trust me, I've seen
but
it.
You know, and like I said, just like the bison knocked that man in the air, they want to eliminate, our society wants to eliminate danger. And they look at that bison and say, well, it's lost its fear of humans and it might be dangerous to humans. So they'll take it down because they say, well, this one attacked a human being. Well, that's the same thing with us. When you bold enough to put one in the back of somebody's head, you're a killer. And see, that's what I'm saying. They don't want to do all of these people talking about the man in the woman, the girl and the man and all that. I get that part. But if that's what your issue is, you should have tapped them up in the bedroom. Period. When you say I'm gonna walk them out, the whole procedure is it's sick, it's sinister. It's not, it's some Hannibal, what's that Hannibal Lecter shit? Because that's weird. Like, wait a minute, you walked them out.
Yeah, walked him right out.
Then you put one in the back of his head. Yeah, see, that's then you say, man, I don't know. If this woman, I get it though. I mean, but that's vicious.
Look, somebody.
We don't want to be around people who are just have that type of, they have no concern for human life. That is psychotic.
But Platt, that people don't seem to understand that when you got that, see everybody, especially I see somebody in the chat. It's easy Monday night quarterbacking it. I would have put hands on. You a sucker. You should have did that. Like, no. People that got shit to lose and people got rational brains know how to handle situations. You don't always gotta feed into the whole chaos. Somebody gotta be the rational person to sit back and be like, hold on. Let's slow up. Call the police. You, young boy, sit down. Get my daughter. She go in the other room, and we gonna figure this out. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Everybody don't know. I understand with black people. They just run on emotions and chaos. Trust me, I've been around the shit where everybody getting emotional. This woman right here, if she had a man in the house to sit her ass down and take that gun out of her hand, I bet you she wouldn't be in jail right now, and I bet you that boy would be in jail. And that daughter will be disciplined. But I know everybody just go ahead, put hands and feet on the boy. Go ahead and take his life. Like, it's crazy, Black. I understand. This is the black community. This is how I'm watching a bunch of black people justifying her taking that boy's life. But all right, go ahead.
And this guy, Adam 301, this guy's a feminist. This guy's a feminist. And this is what I'm talking about. They see no value in human life.
No, they don't.
First of all, the guy's got to be convicted of that, not accused of it. You don't understand. That's what I'm saying. That's why I don't like to talk to Negroes, because they're so slow and low IQ. Was that mentally impaired child convicted of the crime you're accusing him of, you just labeled him.
Crazy.
When you say he was under the bed, was he doing something? He shouldn't have been in that room. But you can't walk somebody out. Don't you understand that? Okay, and this is what I'm saying. Then they follow up with something stupid. He wasn't in the house. If you in my house, he wasn't in the house.
The boy was walking out.
Once again, more stupidity. I don't need a jury if you're in my house. He wasn't in the house.
I'm telling you, Platt. I'm telling you. This is what people. I'm telling you. That's all I've been hearing. People justifying it.
He was under the bed, and then she walked him out. Go ask her. Because now you're asking me to know what she was thinking. I don't know. And if you're talking about self-defense and a threat, you have to be a threat. When she walked him out the house, he was guilty of a crime. But if anything, she was clearing him of the crime because she walked him out of the house.
Hey, Platt, look, you see how slow people is? Sounds like you stupid. You defending them, dude. See, people don't comprehension skills. Gone. I just said up here, he was wrong. But the boy is on the spectrum. Do you understand that?
They don't care.
Like this is crazy.
They don't care. And you can't talk court cases with dumb niggas because they don't know how to process the information. No matter what you say, the person, first of all, they got to be proven guilty. They have to be proven guilty. They don't know that. And you know, and when I look at this dude like Adam 3012, I think of slavery though, because I'd be like, that white man knew what he had to deal with. That's why he went and got a whip. Because he said, I can't talk to these Negroes. They're too stupid. They're just stupid Negroes who just make shit up in their heads. The boy, and why was she arrested if she didn't do anything wrong? She's in a jumpsuit with a bond. That's what I'm saying. You can't have a discussion with these clowns, bro.
I'm telling you. But I would love to discuss with one of the guy there saying we defended you. Go to the other chat, bro, and because I see you want to come up here.
Well, I'm here to play devil's advocate, just so we don't sound like an echo chamber.
No.
I could argue on that side.
We got an argument. But my thing is, Freeze, they arguing from an emotional stand, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You're not going to argue from there. You ain't going to just say people stupid because you thinking that we defending the boy. No, we're not. But we also got to take things into consideration. People don't want to do that. They just said, "Oh, that boy was 20 years old. He was in the house. It was cool for her to do what she did to that boy." All right. Well, guess what? When anarchy start happening, and somebody take one of your family members, your brother, your uncles, or something happened to one of them, and not saying that they will be probably in this predicament, but let's just say what's the young boy that ran out the store and the Chinese man chased after him and all that. Chow. Took, you know what I'm saying? So let's justify a lot of stuff, and let's just have anarchy out here then. No rules, no laws, no nothing. Let's just run amok.
If you care about, I think his name was Cruz or something like that. If you care about the man, the 14-year-old that got gunned down by Chow, if you care about him, why you don't care about this boy who was walked out to the front porch? Look, the point is this. Was he wrong? Yes. But you can't do that outside the home. I don't understand Negroes. They don't understand that concept. You can't put one in the back of somebody's fucking head and call the police and they're laying face down in your lawn talking about you was threatened by them. You can't do that. We have laws against, that's why she's got on an orange jumpsuit.
It was self-defense. How is it self-defense if the boy ain't had nothing on him and he's leaving the house? I just listen to people all day playing, and I'm just like, oh my goodness. They are, hey, you right. They are. I don't want to say the word, but they are, bro.
She said calling people dumb. um, ninjas just because they disagree with you is crazy work. We should be able to agree or disagree. I agree with you. And I didn't do that. I didn't call them dummies. I'm just saying they're sitting up here they're grandstanding, talking crazy. And I hate the fact that whenever topics like this come up, immediately they try to label you a defender. Who the fuck defending this guy? I'm saying you can't walk him out and delete him. Are you defending him? He was in a child's bedroom. Okay. Well, he got what he deserved. Well, not according to the law. You defended him. So can we even have a discussion? That's what I'm saying. You can't even discuss this stuff with Negroes because they don't have no concept. Like, bro, guess what? We live under a system of laws. Just because somebody violates you, that don't mean you could take their life. And that's what I'm saying. And I don't like that part. Where nothing. I don't like that part where the person who can't conceive and understand nothing assumes that some kind of way you're on some mantle of defense of that type of behavior. What I look like defending a 20-year-old special needs 20-year-old grown man going into the home of a 13-year-old? Who defends that?
Not me, Platt. Because
you can't defend that. That's undefendable. That's indefendable. You can't defend that.
They don't
I'm
hear
so
that.
sick of this. No, I'm sick of the community, man. Where's the outcry for her though? If she did everything she did was right, we heard all the people in the chat. If all she did was right and she right, where the money at? How come she ain't been bailed out?
They don't care, Platt. It's fake outrage.
I know. They
people
don't.
in there talking about I'm starting a GoFundMe for her. Watch how much you only gonna get $10, nigga. You ain't gonna get nothing for her. All these fake ass man, some of the fakest people was black people most of the time. All right, man, let me stop. I ain't gonna go there. I'm gonna stop. Cause I swear, Platt, these people be fake. Like, and I be just scratching my head. Like, if y'all really cared that much, really, really cared, y'all be the first ones pulling up to that court, bailing her out. She should not be in there no more than a week, tops. 100,000. All y'all niggas need to come out y'all pockets.
10,000. That ain't nothing on the internet.
That's the percentage. My fault. The percentage. My fault, Platt. Yeah, 10 racks. Y'all can't get that up.
A lot of these YouTubers got that. They raise money for everything, but then this show you they don't really care. See, I've been knowing this. They don't really care about black people because they raise money for every other thing else, but they won't raise money for this because they don't care about her. And you say she got 6 kids?
6 kids. That's what I read.
And see, this is another thing about the Negro. Negroes run around here talking about how they don't want to touch nothing up. They want to talk about how the woman got to be beautiful and perfect, and they only hop on that thing if it's a 10 or better. That woman ain't no 10, man. Yet that woman got more than she can handle. 10 kids. See, that's why I've been saying, I'm gonna let you go do business. Hold on. I've been saying, see, George, that's what I'm saying. I don't believe these Negroes, what they won't do. Nigga, you can't do. Fuck out of here.
Exactly.
You don't want the fat chick, and I don't want I don't want that ugly chick. No, you can't even get that. So go book a flight and fly your ass overseas with all this bullshit standard shit. That's what I'm saying. This woman got 6 kids. These niggas, she meet the criteria of a lot of brothers. Apparently, a lot of brothers is going.
Look what it trickled down right to her daughter. It's sad.
Well, fellas, I was just trying to, it wasn't like I'm not defending anybody, but I'll be trying. When I come up here, I try to use things as a teaching moment because I see. Okay, so this woman is obviously in her 30s, I think they said.
37.
Now, 37, right? I have a family member who's 30 years old, and guess what? With 6 kids, with 6 different men. And guess where she's at, y'all?
God damn.
Guess where she's at? In jail for double murder. See,
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying, man. These women, they back themselves up in such a corner, man, and they just crash out. So it's not like I'm saying one is better than the other or who's right or wrong. I'm just saying like, yo, man, we got to do something. It has to become a teaching moment because this is happening whether we know about some of these cases or not. This is happening all over America. And if you could do whatever you can to stop it from happening, you know what I'm saying, and mess up and totally ruin your life before you get to this point. I don't know, man. That's why I just try to come up here and just try to be just try to have some sympathy for people, man, because shit happens, man,
Yeah.
and we
Hold on.
all
Hold on.
going through a lot. Go ahead.
Go ahead. Do business.
Hey, what's good with y'all, man?
Yeah. Go ahead,
Peace,
bro.
brother.
Business, what up, bro?
Man, just chilling, man. Just chilling. Just wanted to chime in. Now, honestly, Platinum, I kind of sympathize for the woman. I mean, she basically was just trying to protect her daughter from, living a lifestyle that, she shouldn't be living at her age. But at the same time, you know, maybe the woman, did only what she was taught to do. So, what I'm saying, a lot of times we have to take that into consideration as well. A lot of our people do like to solve a lot of problems with, weapons, or just fighting and all that kind of stuff. So she definitely has to take accountability for what she did. I mean, all she really had to do was just chop it up with the dude, like, look here, man, I know y'all dating or whatever.
No.
No,
No.
well, what I'm saying is that
No, she's 13.
that's what I'm saying. Platinum,
There's
you got
nothing
to let
to
me
this.
finish, brother. You ain't let me finish.
Okay, go ahead, man. Finish.
But what I'm saying is that in order to avoid jail or avoid, certain situations, yes, you need to know how to communicate with people. You see what I'm saying? So, yeah, whatever she needed to say to the dude to, protect her daughter, whether her daughter gets mad or not, then you just got to understand how to deal with people. So I'm not saying that she should have condoned it or allowed them to still continue to date. Just tell the dude, don't come around here no more. You see what I'm saying? It's just that simple. You ain't got to smoke him
She should
or
have
beat him
scared.
up.
No, I get it. Hold up. She should have just scared him.
Not, man, what do you?
Get a
I'm
restraining order,
gonna
I
say this
say.
again. You have to know how to communicate with people, man. Now, if what Joey said is true, the dude has some type of mental problem, then yeah, you get law enforcement involved. She could have called the cops. You see what I'm saying? That could have been an option.
No. Should have.
Yeah, yeah, she should have called the cops. You know what I'm saying? To
Mhm.
avoid her doing something. You know what I'm saying? So for her to execute the dude or shoot him or whatever, that's just something that she just wanted to do. I mean, like Freeze Pop said, I mean, things happen. She's stressed out. She got 6 kids. She's trying to raise a unruly daughter. She probably if she has help, what I'm saying, could have sent the daughter to live with the grandparents or something. It's all kinds of stuff that you can do. So like
Man,
I
I'm gonna
said,
be for real. They just don't look like they come from money. And being in the black community when you live in like a home that's worth about 40,000,
mhm.
6 kids, all the grandmama, man, her grandma might be worse off. Might
Well,
be worse off. And also she may be a good mom. She might be an excellent mom. But because she got so many kids, they're cousins. Their cousins send them down that rabbit hole.
yeah.
It ain't got nothing to do with her. It's when their cousins, she goes to have Sunday dinner at grandma's and all her cousins around there. And they're the ones, once they get out of her sight, that send their kids down that rabbit hole. You can do what you want to do. What you mean your mama say, I got me a boyfriend already. I don't care what you, my mama don't even pay no attention to me. I got me, your mama care about you having a boyfriend? What's wrong with her? That shit like that. That's how
I
a
know
lot
what
of
you mean.
kids get
Yeah.
sent down that to sent to hell. That's what I'm saying. So
Yeah.
but no, we gotta put some blame on her. You got
Mhm.
6 dudes. You ain't locked down no man. You got 6 kids.
Well, I mean, that's irrelevant. I mean, that's good
No, you
information to
gotta
know.
lock that. No, you gotta lock a
Gotta put
man.
that in
But
perspective.
listen,
Do business.
I just said that, but at the same time, it's irrelevant because if she doesn't have a man, she just don't have a man. There's a lot of women out there that got a bunch of kids that ain't got no man. That doesn't matter. We talking about this situation or this act that she did. So
No, that's a key denominator though. Do business because if she had a rational man like me or you in there to tell her like, yo, cool out.
but it doesn't matter, Joey, because
You get what I'm
obviously
saying?
she doesn't. Obviously, she's a single
No,
mother. So
no. We understand that, but I'm just saying if it was a situation where she had somebody there that could be the how can I say, diffuse the situation. Somebody there that could calm her down.
yeah,
Because you
intermediate.
already.
But that's
Cause,
but
cause,
that,
go ahead. Do this.
that's what I'm trying to tell you. All this woulda, coulda, shoulda stuff. Obviously, it wasn't there because if a man was there,
No, we
then
know
the dude
that.
probably wouldn't have been in the house in the first place. So we understand that. But we're talking about what she did. So, like I said, I sympathize for the woman for making a bad decision. I'm not saying that what she did was right, but she was just trying to protect her daughter.
I get
Now,
what you're
and
saying.
you can tell her daughter is just a little, a little
No,
hood
she.
rat, a little thought.
I don't think she tried to protect her daughter. I think she tried to make a statement with her daughter. Like, you see what I'm gonna do?
How can
That's what she told her.
listen, man? Let's
what
just
she
be
told-
serious for a minute.
Because you
She
know what
told.
she said? She told
Listen,
her
man.
daughter, if the next time you bring another dude in here, I'm a pew.
That's
guess
what
what she
you
did?
call protecting. Trying to.
That's not protecting.
Listen.
That's not protecting.
Dog, listen, y'all act like y'all can tell people what to do. You cannot tell someone what to do, man. You have to pay attention to what they do. So obviously she was trying to protect her daughter by telling her not to have dudes in the house.
So
What you
take people-
talking about?
So you're gonna have a graveyard of people and thinking that's gonna protect her instead of trying to rectify it and fix your daughter and fix her before you up here.
Are you
trying to
black,
hurt
Joey?
Other people?
Are
That
you
doesn't
black?
make sense.
Are you black?
Yeah, I'm black.
Okay, then. So you know that certain black people don't play that. If they tell you not to have someone in their house, don't have nobody in the house.
That's the problem, though.
What are you talking about?
No doubt. No doubt.
I
Go ahead,
understand that. I understand that. I'm not negating that business, but I'm just saying, just because you black don't mean that you're above the rules. You can't sit up here and think that you're going to run off emotions because you thinking that I'm the woman of the house and you better not because I'm gonna shoot whoever come in here. No,
That's not what I'm saying, bro. My
that's
nigga,
not.
just listen to me.
Go ahead.
I'm just using common sense, man. Our grandparents used to do that kind of stuff, man. Yeah, they tell you not to do something, you better not do it, or they're gonna hit you with a switch. You know this. So you have to have sympathy for the woman, man.
Nah, I don't.
She
have
got
no sympathy
6
for her.
kids, fool.
Nah,
I support what the woman
I
did.
don't have no sympathy for her, dude. That's the problem.
You-
That
what
we
up,
sympathize
Plat?
with me personally, I just don't. Just me. But go ahead. I'm sorry, my fault.
Nah, you
What up?
good, man. And I didn't mean to call you a fool. That's just how I talk, and y'all
No,
know
I
that.
know.
But what I'm saying is that
you turned up. It's cool.
you just because somebody does something, you can't always chastise them. You got to understand why they did it. I'm not saying that it was right, but that puts a woman in a bad situation when she has a daughter that doesn't want to listen to her. So
Yep.
I mean, my
No,
God,
no,
I mean,
no, do
she just
business.
snapped.
No, do business. You are exactly right. And that's parenting, even though you got kids, their kids become teenagers. You know, they got these phones now, and you keep telling them not to do it because you know better. But they don't care. You're right. It's hard to raise them. So
Yeah.
I mean, but
So you
they
got to
don't-
do something to try to get some
No,
assistance.
the way the system look at it is say, what you telling us? What you bitching to me for? Them your kids.
Yeah, I mean, she's gonna be held accountable.
Do business.
Now, go ahead.
Do business. If I got a kid, man or woman, who's misbehaving. They're 14. They don't even want to go to school. They don't care. They're gonna say, okay, well, this kid's not coming to school. Well, they don't listen to me. They'll say, oh, well, you're responsible for your child. Well, you don't listen to me. Well, you need to get a kid up to somebody else. Give them back, give them to us. But the kid gonna come to school. You don't get to say they're too hard to raise. If you want to raise them, you gotta raise them, man.
Exactly.
I agree with that. That's my point.
You got homeschool Plat. Look, I support what that mother did. I don't give a damn, yo. She should have shot him. I don't care.
See, this is what I'm saying. This pastor right here. So
Yeah,
you know,
do Black Lives Matter, Pastor?
no, it don't.
No, they do not like that.
See? There you go,
if you
Black.
risking your If you risking your black life, mess with a young girl at her house, and don't be surprised what happened to you. Y'all keep saying if a dad was there, it would have been better. If a dad was there, he would have got shot faster.
No, he wouldn't.
Yes, he would.
His dad would have whooped his ass.
Try that shit in Texas. See what happened to you. You would get your ass shot faster.
If
Okay.
his
That
dad
father
would
would
be in,
shoot you faster.
yeah, his dad
Well,
would be in jail too because
well,
he's
brother, that's not always
And the brother and the daddy be in jail happy.
No,
He
do
would be in
business.
jail
Listen,
happy.
listen to what he about to say. Go ahead,
The
Pastor.
daddy would be in jail happy. Like, look, y'all, we gotta stop this shit. Like thinking niggas can be 20 and 30 and just messing with young girls all up in their house and nothing gonna happen.
But
You
Pastor,
not
do you know the situation with the young man?
his situation. I'm not even worried about his situation. He should have known better. He should not have done that.
No.
but hold on. Let me wait a minute. Hold on, Pastor.
Never
Listen,
mind.
man.
It's cool.
You understand that everyone brain is not fully developed. Like, listen, man, it's normal for a guy to be in his 20s messing with a chick that's 16. You know this. That
No,
ain't
it
nothing
ain't.
new.
No, it ain't. That ain't
That's
normal.
not
You mean to
normal.
tell me, have
That's
you ever
not
been in
normal.
high school, bro?
do
That's
business.
not
You
normal.
telling me,
Do business. Do business.
man, y'all,
We don't want to
That's
even
not
have a
normal, bro.
discussion like that, brother. Do business. Don't do that.
what are you talking about? I'm
We
keeping
don't
it
talk
real.
about- Do business. We do not talk about things like that over here.
But this is reality.
No, it's not.
Y'all gotta stop cutting me off,
Y'all
man.
turned
It's
up, man. Y'all
your
turned up.
reality. Don't say no shit like that.
Dog, where do y'all live at? Do you live in America?
Mm-mm.
I do. And do business. Guess what? I never saw that.
I ain't trying to laugh.
That
So
shit
that's
wasn't
not
no
normal. Most
That's
kids is
normal.
dating
That is
around
not
their
normal.
age.
Yeah, that ain't
They
normal.
dating around their age, dog. I know we like to get up here and talk about all these girls that was leaving school with the older guy with the car. That was a couple of chicks that did. That wasn't a lot of people.
It wasn't.
That was not a lot
Pastor,
of people.
do you
Everybody
know
else
that the
dated
young
around their age.
do you know the young man was on a spectrum?
He had enough. He had enough.
Here we go.
He had enough physical and mental development to want to have some sex.
So no, what happens if this young lady had the mental capacity more than him? That
If
he's
an older
slow
woman
and
is
she
in your
knows
house,
more, and she went up here and ordered this man an Uber too. Do you know that? She got him an Uber to come to the crib.
a child cannot be blamed for what they do. That's what
This is another argument, man.
that's what statutory is all about. They cannot consent to what they doing.
But if you got to put things in perspective, though, Pastor, this young man doesn't have the mental capacity like
She don't
a
either.
normal. What'd you say?
She don't either.
So she got enough that her mother told her not to have these boys going in and out the house, and she still let the boys come in the house and do what she do. And she turned around and say, "F her mom."
Hold up,
Pastor.
Joy. They're gonna
What are
say
we
he
doing?
wasn't. He's a man. He's not a boy.
Exactly.
No. And I understand that too, because I see how people want to pick and choose with that too, with the boys. And when it becomes a black man, a black young boy, is he grown. But then when it comes to the young a woman that's damn near in her 30s, she's still young. She don't know, but her frontal lobes ain't grown. Like, we pick and choose with a lot of shit.
Yeah,
I really peep that. I really peep
Hey,
that.
Joey. Hey, what's up, y'all? So I don't know how we don't
What up,
realize
man? What's up, bro?
even when we had trials, they see if you're competent or not. That's what Joey's talking about. So since they didn't
Exactly.
even do that process, then no, and we know he's on the spectrum, they probably did have the same fucking mind age.
What?
Yeah, but see, if your kid is on the spectrum, and I'm just giving you an example, like in a neighborhood, say, Ed, say you got a son, your son is John, and he's growing up, and he has a habit at 6 of just walking into people's houses. Now, the people know him, and they said, "John, what are you doing?" He just stand in their house. Said, "No, John, we you just can't walk into my house, John. You need to knock first." And then he does it to a couple of houses, and they get back to you and say, "Hey, man, your son, I don't know what's going on with him, but he'll just walk into your house." That's up to you to say, can I keep this kid? If I need to lock this kid up, you know what, John, take your ass upstairs. You can leave when you're 18. Or do you say, I'm going to let him do it? Oh, man, it's okay. No, it's not okay, because somebody eventually is going to pow because he's in their home.
They don't know you. They don't know your son. They don't got all this. Right.
Hey,
I mean, honestly,
fellas, can I make a point? One
Well, hold on,
one
man.
the one
Because
group of
people
people
be
we're
cutting me
not.
off, man.
Go ahead.
Let me
Go
say this.
ahead.
Like, listen, man. Honestly, sometimes when certain situations happen, especially like this, man. I mean, listen, man. A lot of people always want to run to the smoke, right? Yeah, I'm just using that as an analogy instead of breaking things down and understanding. That's my point. If we're gonna have a conversation, we got to have some understanding. Now, I'm not saying that everything that I say is right, but I still like to break things down and clarify things. What is that noise? Yeah, but I'm just saying, man, we got to be able to break things down. So listen, man, it is the brother was talking about, if the father was in the house and all that kind of stuff, and it's okay to shoot people. That's not always the solution either, man. You still got to have a heart and understand that you were a teenager before, or you were in your 20s before. You just cannot justify, blasting somebody all the time unless they really, really doing something that requires you to do that. You don't have to do that, man. That's my point. A lot of people do not know how to communicate with each other, especially our people. You always want to use violence all the time. That's not going to solve the problem all the time. But discipline does matter, because I received discipline when I was growing up as well. And it only takes one time. If you do something that you're not supposed to do, your parents or your grandparents are going to put you in check quickly. That's enough for me. You see what I'm saying?
But
Y'all
the
So
keep
business,
making
it's
it
no
seem,
structure
y'all
there
know,
though.
no, y'all keep making it seem like it was, because I've been there before. Y'all act like it was two 17-year-olds. It was a 17-year-old boy caught with his 16-year-old girlfriend in the house. Man, look, we seen that. What happens is the parents escort his young ass up out of there. Don't be up in here with my daughter. But this was different. This was a older man
your
in there
point is
with a
what?
younger girl. That would change the
But no,
circumstances.
What
no,
did Nia Long tell
but
you?
Pastor, this
Pastor,
is not the
what did
first.
Nia Long tell you?
This is not the first situation that happened. She warned her daughter. Why y'all not taking that in consideration? That she warned
Right.
Right.
her
And
daughter, and her
premeditated.
daughter came out and told the police that her mom warned her and that she was going to shoot somebody. Why y'all not thinking about that? Why y'all
But
keep glossing over that?
Pastor, what did Nia Long tell us? What did she say when she was talking to some lady? What did she say? She said when she was in high school, she had a boyfriend that was like 30 something. So my point is that kind of stuff is gonna happen whether you like it or not.
No, it's not going to happen.
Nah, somebody
Believe me.
should have. If your 17-year-old girl
My
daughter got
God.
a 30-year-old boyfriend, you gotta whoop that, and you gotta
You
either
dropped the
whoop that
ball.
nigga, you gotta
Yeah,
whoop
she
that 30-year-old nigga, or
right,
shoot him, yo. You can't.
right,
Your
Joey.
daughter
Yeah,
Right,
cannot
You
have
Joey.
no
Like
30.
so
she
No,
dropped the
do you know
ball
how
way
ignorant you
before
sound?
yeah.
You
Hold
no,
up,
sound
hold,
really
Pastor,
she
ignorant right
dropped the
no.
now.
ball
yeah,
way
hold
before
up,
this
hold
incident.
up,
Like
Pastor, hold
y'all,
up,
This the
You
Pastor,
sound
problem.
really
just
stupid, man.
This
hold
the
up,
y'all just
problem.
excusing her.
hold up,
The-
hold up. I agree where you go. See, that's what I'm saying. This is a black community. I agree where you going, but it depends on where you live. And you say from a legal standpoint, if it's in Atlanta and she's 17 and he's 30, technically by the rules of Atlanta, age of consent is 16.
That's not
So
true, man.
That's
That's
not
not
true,
true.
Plat.
That's
That's not
state.
true.
That's
what's
not federal. Federal is 18, bro, and
18
federal
across the board,
supersedes
all
state.
50,
Yes,
all
Yep.
50
yes.
states?
Yeah. All
Okay, so
50.
you're right. No, you're right. By that, that is a violation. You're right. But what I'm saying is he's 30 and she's 18, which right is just as bad,
You
right?
have to have parental consent, Platinum. If
Bef-
she's
if
16 and 17, you
okay,
have to have parental.
and people will do that. They'll file out there because he's giving them money. But what I'm saying, if she's 18, no, fuck that. If she's 19, he's 30. Do you agree with that?
She's legal.
19, she probably out of my house and in college, and they want to. If she want to
Okay, you're
consent to that
okay.
relationship,
Oh,
that's fine.
no. Okay, she's a 30-year-old in college out of your house. Her boyfriend is 31. You cool with that?
If she
Be
30 and
honest.
he
I want to hear
31,
y'all be honest too.
if she's 19 and he 30, and she's
31.
out of my house, I can't. I don't like it, but I
About it.
don't like it. I don't
Yeah.
like it, but I might not kill the nigga.
She's an adult.
She's
Like,
an
Joe,
adult.
hey Joey, you read the case real quick. Hey, did
yeah,
did she
bro.
even know his age before she pulled the trigger,
No,
or
she
was this some
didn't.
nigga?
She didn't.
Exactly, exactly. So she wanted that. Exactly. I'm willing to bet my fucking life on that.
Yeah, she probably
So she
got. She
just
probably.
killed the dude.
Yeah,
Then
she probably.
we learned in hindsight his age. Now that became the
Yeah.
thing where well, she should have killed. I'm like, no, it
Ed,
don't work
She
like
I
probably.
that.
think she's gonna beat that case, my
hey,
nigga. I think she's
Ed,
gonna
she
beat
ain't
it.
had no picks, bro. She told her daughter, who the next boy you bring in this house,
Yeah.
I'm pewing him. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
And people got to take that in consideration. This woman, you can say,
They
is
thought she was
premeditated.
playing. They thought she
Yeah.
was playing.
Right.
Yeah.
Look, hey, even the Wild West days, it's like, man, you can't shoot a man in the back.
And then you and
Like,
somebody, and then you and somebody house too, hiding under the bed, like on some creepy
Well, he
stuff
was
too.
mental, but he was mentally impaired. So you're
but
right.
he wasn't. No, he was. But that
She
don't
didn't
just
know
say he was
that. She
hiding under
didn't
the
know that.
bed. He
If she,
was invited. She probably told
No,
him to hide under the bed. Y'all
okay,
keep
yeah, but I'm
missing
saying
the fact that
okay,
like he
but
ain't just
Ed,
wander in the
Ed,
house and
Ed,
start hiding up under the bed.
Ed, she ain't in no king size bed. She's in a twin bed. So a single bed. Most men, 20, can't fit. They're too big. They're not kids anymore. When you're a kid, you can hide and seek and hide under the bed. But when you're a grown ass man at 20, they're gonna see you they're gonna see you under a bed. Who the fuck is this? What is this under this bed right
Yeah,
here?
his sneakers or something. His feet was probably
But
sticking out.
Yeah.
this whole thing. What's going on, guys? This whole thing is
What up, eh?
people are like that with their house. Once a person don't invite you in and they already frustrated, that's a recipe for disaster right there. So this was like a frustration killing. But she probably gonna get like a I don't know if I don't know
Hold up.
just because go ahead.
Let's hear what her lawyer has to say. Look, fair use. This is her lawyer. I guess he's a public defender. I don't know.
The challenges I'm seeing are for the state in trying to go forward on first-degree murder charges. You've got a woman who is kind of living out your worst nightmare as a parent.
This is the first time your news leader is getting a look at Kendra Scott in person for her bond hearing. She was also ordered to stay away from the victim's family. Scott is charged with fatally shooting Rodarius Morton at her home along the 3000 block of Travis Road. She reportedly told investigators, quote, "I did what I had to do."
To expect anybody to be able to act in a cool, calm manner, premeditate any sort of action, is just unrealistic. I think even the best of us, the worst of us, any of us, would be acting irrationally given this set of circumstances.
Now.
Yeah,
and-
okay.
hold on. And that's the house, right? But no, I'm just saying this is rare, right? Look at how he's speaking about the case. This is the lawyer. He's not shut up saying, I don't want to speak about aspects. He's trying the case now. He's literally trying that case this moment.
Trying to get people on her side so he can
I know, and I'm telling you, man, if they get that statement thrown out, it's over for this guy. This guy's family can forget about it because he just said, at the moment you can be under duress, you can say things, maybe you don't know. You can do what she did and not realize what you did because you're so furious about finding a man in your child's bedroom.
It's a crime of passion. It's a
yeah.
crime of passion. Yeah, that's a crime of passion.
Crime of passion is for relationships. That's not.
No,
for
no.
like,
And what do you think a mother and daughter is?
No.
What do you think of? It extends past. It extends past romantic. Y'all don't know the law.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
He right.
It extends. No, it extends past romantic relationships. It does.
Yeah.
Friendship, your friends. It could be. It can still be a crime of passion.
But you never hear it.
That's her lawyer. Hold up. I don't know who this guy is. Somebody said they know him. He's known. That's her in her jumpsuit. But here we go.
Quote, "I did what I had to do."
To expect anybody to be able to act in a cool, calm manner, premeditate any sort of action, is just unrealistic. I think even the best of us, the worst of us, any of us, would be acting irrationally given this set of circumstances.
Morton died from a gunshot wound to the back of his head. Investigators say he was allegedly invited to Scott's residence by a juvenile and entered through the back door at 1 a.m. Scott's attorneys say at this moment they are unsure if the state's new stand your ground law will play a part in this case as they await doorbell footage and an autopsy report.
I don't know enough about what led to the actual shooting. I don't know if there was a scuffle. I don't know if it was an accidental discharge. I just don't know.
The juvenile told police Scott previously told her if she saw a boy in the home, she would shoot him.
It's my understanding that Ms. Scott did not know this person.
The daughter.
And I don't know how they met. That's something we'll look into. My guess is that this was somebody who was looking for young people online, and he found a vulnerable 13-year-old, and you know what happened next.
Scott,
That nigga nice.
Yeah.
He got that in. He got that off.
She gonna get
Yeah.
off. She gonna get off. I saw that.
Yeah,
And
I'm fucking with that lawyer. I'm fucking with that lawyer.
And that
That's
one,
a real one.
and that little 1
Man,
o'clock
this
in the
little
morning
bitch ass.
situation. Yeah, that little 1 o'clock in the morning. That's almost
1
like a
o'clock
damn,
in the morning, you going to
yeah.
somebody's back door
Yeah,
and
that's
get-
yeah, yeah. That's,
to get
she
some
gonna-
pussy? No, you done, dog. You done.
Yeah,
You done.
yeah,
Man,
you
you
done
ain't-
with this.
we don't know
Cook.
that. Well,
Nah,
I'm
that's
just
not
saying.
that, but
Yeah,
I'm
but
thinking
that
this happened in the
lawyer,
daytime. I'm
that
thinking like this
lawyer
like in the
gon-
daytime.
Yeah, and no, and see, when you come from poverty or whatever, and see, you got to go deal with the system. That man, I don't know who he is. I don't know who he is. But people know who he is in the city. They're very common. These lawyers, they know what they're doing, man. I'm saying they're gonna throw that. I'm telling you, they're gonna throw that statement out.
Yeah.
That I did what I had to do. They're gonna throw that shit out. Once
That-
they throw that out,
And that's not
It's
really
over.
saying nothing though. I did what I had. That's not really saying
Hey,
nothing.
Platt, can I
That's
send
like
you
a casual.
Hey, Platt, can I send you the video of the teacher talking about the boy?
yeah,
I'm
yes.
gonna put it in the chat.
Okay.
I'll be right
Man,
back.
we don't care what that teacher said.
Man, be quiet, Pastor. No, that shit do matter.
Yeah, it do matter.
It
And
does
look,
matter.
and
we,
if
we
this
don't
dude-
even know if she gonna make it. She ain't
I'll
gonna
be
make it to
right
the
back,
stand.
Platt. I'm
If
about
She
to
ain't
this
gonna
put
make
it
it
in
to
the
the
chat.
stand.
if
But
this
that
dude
teacher
got
The
did
some,
problem
not make
is,
it to
no,
the
look,
stand.
the problem still is she shot him in the back of the head. That's the thing. Like, yeah.
She's not a
Shoot
cop.
somebody in the back of the head, bro.
yeah,
will
but
not convict
listen,
her.
the thing, and then if this dude got any type of like
That's
burglary
hard to get
charges
around.
or any type of charges, he really done because that's gonna make it look real
Well,
bad.
he dead anyway, so it don't matter.
I'm
He
I'm
done.
I,
He
I'm I'm
don't.
just saying, they're gonna get off because it's gonna look like maybe he could have been. They're gonna paint it as such as he been trying to lure somebody. I'm getting somebody else to peep out the house or rob the place. So
Yeah.
they're gonna throw a lot of things on him, even though he off the earth right now. And
The
so yeah,
fact that
she
she was
probably more than
13,
And this
likely.
door, it's
the
got
fact that she was 13 year
doorbell
old,
footage got to show some shit though.
the fact that she
That's
was
the thing.
13, he cooked, dog. The fact that she was 13,
Yeah,
he
that's
is
it.
cooked.
And
Yeah,
let me ask another
you
question.
cannot execute people. Marie,
Right,
that
she's
is
going to get off.
that is
She's going to
well,
get
look,
off.
hold up, if this ain't even a trial, if this is right outside, and I'm saying, look, because normally they don't talk about a case. You see how he's up there really talking about the case, like basically trying the case right there.
But
Yeah,
that
they're gonna beat this. They're gonna beat this. There's no
They
way.
gonna beat that.
you
They
right
gonna
though.
beat
But that's
that.
that's his
So
best
let
play
me
though to
let me
do
ask
that.
you a question
That's
about
why
the.
he said all that.
Hey, Platt, I put it in
Uh-huh.
the chat, Platt.
Let,
You
let,
see
let
it?
me ask the question. So was the mother at the house, or was she like where was she at the whole time this was happening?
I think she was at work or somewhere. She wasn't
She
even in the
came
crib.
I think she
and
might have
one
been at the club though.
and
She
she
said
came home.
it got a
and she-
ring camera and she
At
seen
the
it,
joint.
and she seen that the boy was probably going headed towards the back on the ring camera. And then
Oh, on
she
the
stormed
phone.
home with the
Oh, okay.
biscuit in her hand.
And that's when she should have called the cops. See, that's
I
what I'm
mean,
saying. She
I'm
wasn't
saying though,
using
but
critical thinking skills.
no, but I'm
That's
saying
all I
though,
was saying. Do business, and
but
everybody
I'm
would start
You're right,
punching
you
on
will.
me. I had people punching on me, talking about,
But
yeah,
"No,
that's
that's
what. But
police."
that's why. But that's why it
that's
shows
what
intent
Yeah,
because of the
that's
yeah.
statement though too that the daughter said. So unless the
that
daughter retract that, that's the intent. It's like no, you just
but
want to come on catch a
Well, I
body.
mean,
That's what they
anytime
got
you
a
go to court
case.
for something like that, I mean, the lawyer gonna fight for you. I mean, that's their job. You know what I'm
but
saying?
Yeah,
That's
that's
listen,
their
it.
job. Yeah.
the thing is though, like he said, you at some place partying and hanging out or at a girlfriend house, your phone start beeping or you get an alert, somebody approaching your house, you got a certain time, you cut
Who
things
got the
off and
background noise?
you start running home. That's like that's like an emotional thing. I got to get home and save my family or somebody can be robbing my house. So you're not thinking rationally like that. If you're in a situation like that, you start to panic, your heart start beating, you start racing home. You don't know what you up against. So that's probably So
Well, I
even
mean,
with
I
all that,
understand that, but you still
yeah,
have to use critical thinking skills because all of this could have been avoided
not a single
with,
mother
with a
would.
simple
Not,
phone
Well,
call.
no, you cannot execute anybody.
Right.
So that's the whole point. She executed the boy. Now, and what we're going to do is either we get it, he did a heinous crime, or he's accused of a horrific thing. The question becomes: is it okay to execute him? Because the way she did it, that was an execution.
Back of the head. So was he running out the house already?
No, he was walking out.
Nowhere. No.
She walked him out the house.
Oh.
She just took
and just hit him at the end. Yeah.
Boom, right?
Yeah. Okay.
And said, "I shot him. I shot him."
Well, that might give her.
I mean, but that's Memphis though. So I mean, you know how to get busy in Memphis. So I mean,
but still, that might be now she might be like a third degree or manslaughter, a third degree murder.
Oh, they got up for first degree.
Yeah, but that's too much. That's too high because she wasn't planning. If he never was around, she never would have went back home. So that got to come off the table.
Eric,
she shouldn't have done it in the first place.
But the statement by the daughter, what she said though,
she's got
her house. She's
got a first degree charge. All right, Eric. That's
she wasn't thinking straight, man. You got to think before you do things.
She should have called the police. She had
that's your house, though. That's your house.
It doesn't matter, bro.
You can't be going in there thinking you Rambo, though. You can't be in there. I understand.
Yes, the hell you can.
Yes,
that's why you have surveillance. That's why they have
it. Your law,
hold on, y'all stop.
You play it over where they talked about
put the link in the private chat.
But she didn't go in blasting. That's the problem. She went in, walked him out, and shot him in the back of the head. That's the problem. She would have had a better case if she went in blasting because it was a stranger in my house. That makes sense.
Ed, you come home from work,
but she wasn't there. That's different.
In your kid's room is a grown ass man. You come home from work, you got a pistol, you understand the laws. You come home, you say, what's going on in here? You see a grown ass man, you pop him right there. Bap, bap. Okay.
Yes, you got a case. That works.
Turns out the kid, I invited him, huh? That's my friend. Said, no, you can't invite nobody. You're too young to invite people in here. And so that's what I'm saying. You ain't gonna go, you ain't have no orange jumpsuit on. They're gonna come in there and say, okay, a parent came home and protected his child. But you can't walk somebody down steps and stand in the back porch and put one in.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying. You can't, and that's what to me, Negroes is they keep trying to justify it. You can't do that shit, man.
No, you can't do. Yeah, you gotta think.
But y'all want people. If life was that easy, it wouldn't be nobody in jail with gun charges. But nobody's thinking like that. No, like people say, it's easy to talk when you're not in a situation.
What you thinking?
Well, no, I mean that's why they have jails for a reason. You have to.
I understand, but nobody's saying, man, if I shoot him in the leg or the back, I wonder what charge you're gonna give me.
Glad she wasn't out here in Ohio, because Manhattan in my county, he would at least. Even though she got this bar now, this is why I was trying to explain to people, but they was trolling me, and because I was on camera. But if she was out here in Ohio, bruh, she's living in the county I live in. Heck, she would do some time in Marysville Women's Reformatory. But for what Platinum said, he said the E word. I'm not gonna say it on this channel. You cannot do that, brother, and I broke it down. Just like if you're in a car, if you backing the car up and you hit somebody, that's your fault. But if somebody hit you from behind, it's their fault. But you a person, bruh.
I done seen plenty of situations in Memphis.
If a person is retreating, I don't care if you got a blow dart. You put it in the back of their neck. You had fault.
Yeah, and that's the problem. No, and that's the problem for us, especially this social media stuff. And this is the truth. The sisterhood or whatever, and a lot of these feminist men, they're so quick to try to label another man some type of pedo or pervert that they don't understand. We still live under a system of law. Nobody's trying to defend that guy. I would never do no shit like that. 20-year-old grown ass man in the room of a 13-year-old girl. Who would do that? He did it. Now he has some mental things, but I tell you this, as much as you disagree, you can't walk him out and put one in the back of his fucking head.
What else did I say that night, Platinum? I kept saying, to me, it seems like to me, he been comfortable. He been over there. And I would say
probably.
This. I would say this. I would say it's a stretch.
Also following new development.
Mother messed with that boy once before or wanted him. And when she got there, because they said she got off of work or whatever early. But what 13-year-old has any business watching two, infants, toddlers? This shit was out here, man. The prosecutor would fire on that alone, bro.
Gemini.
Oh, she won't.
No, she ain't gonna stop.
I said out here in Ohio, man.
Gemini.
Go ahead.
Not even in Ohio would they?
Yeah.
You
Black
don't know
people
what you're
do
talking
that
about,
all the time.
I know that, bro.
You got
but
people,
what I'm saying,
Gemini. Damn. You got people 7 raising their brothers and sisters 5, 6, 3, and 2. They 7. Black people do that shit all the time. All the time. I'm not saying they should, but I'm saying you being ridiculous saying that they don't.
No,
they
I'm
do that
not,
shit
bro,
all the
because
time.
I've seen ladies out here in my city get fried for doing crap like this, and nothing mortal really happened, but they got found out. The woman was out lollygagging or whatnot, and when them people came and they found out that they had a young teenager watching over kids, guess what happened?
Okay, but if they care so much about
DPS gets called. That's it.
I said out here, I don't know about in Tennessee.
If America cares so much about families, why they cutting all this health care, Medicare?
Hey, man, I can't answer that.
That's healthcare and Medicare. That's not good.
Hey, man, that's a damn good
Here we
question.
go. Here we go.
That is.
Fair use. Joey giving us a video right here. Check it out.
It's in the case of a Memphis mother accused of shooting and killing a man she says she found hiding under her daughter's bed. In court this morning, Kendra Scott, who is charged with first-degree murder, had her bond set at $100,000 and was also ordered not to have contact with the victim's family. Memphis police say when they initially arrived to the scene last week, the victim, Rodarius Morton, was found dead near the home's porch after he had been shot in the back of the head. WREG Shay Arthur is live tonight after speaking with a former teacher of Morton's and what she wants people to know about him. Shay?
Hey, Stephanie. Yeah, she says this case could have been handled so many other ways, not ending with a 20-year-old man being killed.
Perkins says she's the former middle school teacher of Rodarius Morton, who Memphis police say was shot and killed early last Thursday morning in the Walker Homes neighborhood. She said Morton had learning disabilities.
He was special needs, and I was his special needs teacher.
She described him as soft-spoken and respectful, shocked by his death.
Unbelievable. Very, very hurt because the young man that I knew that most people don't know, based off of this story, they don't know him personally like I.
Yeah, and that's the whole point. He was special needs.
That's bullshit.
Nobody knows
Man,
that.
he was
though. She
special
didn't know
needs
that.
in middle school. He could have got his
I
shit
was just
together.
at my sister's wedding.
This is the problem. No, this is the
dude kept accosting me.
This is the problem. He was special needs, and not to you, not to the public, not to the people in the chat section, but to her. This was his teacher.
Mm-hmm.
She found out what happened, and she said, "Okay, this is a boy who touched my heart, my soul. I was trying to help him. I don't believe what's being said about him." Wait a minute. Innocently, he accepted an invitation into a 13-year-old's home. Nobody said he did anything. Nobody said that he touched her or anything. He was then because he's mentally ill, he tried to cram a grown-ass body under a twin bed. You can't do that. So he was walking.
Yeah.
But you know what? You know what? That's what I'm saying. That's why the white supremacist, that's why he needs to be. Because see, these Negroes, they just make shit up. They don't believe in the law. Right. They want to be governed the rules of the ghetto, street ghetto, and all that street justice shit. They don't believe in the law. They don't. And you know, the white supremacist said, I don't want to be around these Negroes because you got to have special Negroes. You got special rules for them. No, he did say that. No. He said
I
this.
heard what you said. I ain't laughing like you niggas swell. I heard you.
But
Man, we sitting up here talking. The man got fucking rights. You can't walk him outside and put one in the back of his head. You cannot walk him outside and put one in the back of his fucking head.
You right, Platt, but you got irrational people who ain't thinking about it. All they know is somebody in their house and they gonna off you and that's just gonna be it. Worry about the law later. That's like the girl said.
You go to jail. Yep.
You go to jail. The girl said she did what she had to do. She didn't care about none of that. I did what I had to do, and that's all she said.
Okay, well, that means you got to do time, though.
Yeah, so now teacher, you got one teacher, and that's one stuff. The teacher's going to have compassion. Usually middle school, whatever, I don't know, elementary, middle school, that's one person. So
that's enough.
One, so he got something of good character on his side when we got one person coming out, but you got to save that stuff for the courtroom, so they could probably use her as a witness.
No, they can speak out. No, they can speak out now.
But usually I'm saying, but usually they use stuff like that inside the courtroom. They try to convict the person that you shot and kill a good person.
What is that lawyer doing?
Exactly.
He doing the same. Yeah,
God damn, man.
They do it.
Make it into something, yeah.
But I'm saying they doing this because you got the court of public opinion. That's a new thing now.
Yeah, that's always been the thing.
Yeah,
but that's what I'm saying. Platt, you gonna finish playing the video, but she's not even justifying what happened. She ain't justifying it. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Here we go.
In court paperwork, an underage girl told police Morton came to her house early Thursday morning through a back door. Her mother, Kendra Scott, then showed up banging on the door, yelling, "Who was at my house?" Scott says she went inside and found Morton hiding under the girl's bed. Police say as Morton was leaving the home unarmed, he was shot somewhere near the front porch. Detectives discovered he had a gunshot wound to the back of his head. The girl told police her mother has told her in the past if she discovered a boy in the home, he would be faced with violence. People look at this and they say, well, he should have been in that situation in the first place.
And I agree. I do agree. I do not condone his actions as going and mingling with a 13-year-old. However, when you're cognitively not 20, what do you expect? And then I found out last night that from his sister, no one knew that he was gone away from the house.
Perkins believes Morton thought the girl was older and didn't understand the law.
I just wish she wouldn't have never shot him. That's it. There were so many opportunities for her to stop and think. So many different ways that this could have had a different outcome. So many different ways. Call the police. If you got a gun, hold them there to gunpoint till the police gets there.
Yes.
But that's a violent hood rat.
Yeah, and Stephanie Scott is due back here in court next month. For your news leader, we're live downtown tonight. Shay Arthur, WREG News Channel 3.
You should click that platinum what that woman said.
You said
there
that was
so
a
many
violent hood
ways she could have
I'm
did it.
saying, the girl.
No, she a hero compared to everybody else.
Yep, that's what they've been saying, Joey. You ain't lying, bro.
She's ready to kill somebody.
Mama could have had him. She could have bopped him with the butt of that gun and made him obey.
Oh no, Jim, you can't do all that, good brother.
I'm
just saying,
a violent hood rat don't have no logic.
The other what she did.
Kill. A violent hood rat don't have no logic like that.
Man, you making him kill somebody.
Eric, that's a mother, and in my opinion, she made mistakes. But violent hood rat.
Yeah, that's what she sound like.
No. Who the counselor?
When she said the mother said
hold up, the counselor, the woman who was just talking?
No, I'm talking about the lady who killed a guy. She said
she ain't said nothing.
She said anybody I catch, I'm gonna shoot him, right?
She told her daughter that, yeah.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
saying. That don't make her a violent hood rat. That means she's a mother.
So that let me know that the mammy that had all them children don't have kids by the same damn father. And she know that her oldest child that was 13 witnessed that. That's why she tried to spook her daughter like, don't do what I do. Rules for thee, not for me.
Yeah.
Teach them. And that's why we up here where we at right now. I tried to say this the other night, man, but everybody kept laughing and trolling. But I was being for real, bruh. That boy, that ain't the first time he been over there. I don't give a damn how autistic he is. I was at my sister's wedding, and this joker kept being in my face, doing the same thing, jugging and jabbing. My other brother-in-law brought me some beer because they got married on my birthday. I'm minding my business outside the reception, having my beer, and this dude jangling my bag. Why the hell you out here with this beer, man? You should have liquor. Bro, he kept on. When I stood up, one of my nephews was out there, I stood up, I said, man, what's wrong with you, bro? You been, screwing with me all day. He kept on. I said, hey, nephew, go get the bruhs.
So.
And then when they went to got the bruhs, what's the first thing they told me? Oh, he got mental issues. He ain't on this medication, all this other nonsense. If he on medication, why is he driving a car?
Why you calling for backup? Why you just didn't hit that nigga?
Because I'm at my sister's wedding. I'm at her wedding reception, bro. I'm not
nigga, you
trying
turn
to do
that shit up, nigga. I fought at funerals before, nigga. You turn that shit up right there.
Hey man,
yeah, I ain't fighting at no funeral.
Listen. I wasn't going to do that, bro, because it was my sister's special day. I like her, the man.
She didn't have the special day, nigga. You at the reception, nigga. It's time to roll, nigga. Let's get this shit going.
Well, hey, I'm not going to cut up like that.
Get put out of a
But
funeral.
my point of that story is I'm tired of this medication excuse and special needs use. I'm tired of hearing that bullshit, bro.
That's not bullshit.
That's the true thing, though. For the dude with the girl and the knife from the train, the white girl, he has special needs too, but they don't have no place to put these dudes no more.
Down here in North Carolina, yeah.
They don't have
the
place
problem is with guys like the guy on the train station is the other guy who does not have those special needs. How you going to ask him to do time with a guy who has severe mental issues? So yeah, you throw him in jail, but you really can't throw him in jail because he doesn't belong in jail. He belongs in a home.
Yeah. Platinum, do you think they need to open up what we used to call the I'm gonna just say the rubber room facilities,
mental asylum?
People, the society, politicians won't let that happen because what society says is it's too soft. They don't want to see someone who like this woman.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to see. Well, I can't use her, but I'm saying the guy on the train, they don't want to see a guy like that in air conditioned spaces and counselors and cats. Okay, you can play with children. I mean, you can play with cats and learn how to. You got 5 cats. You see, you have
your mind.
Yeah, they don't like that.
They don't feel like he's working to rehabilitate them. That costs money.
When I was a kid, Reagan, I remember when he closed them, and I said it as a kid. Well, where are they going to put the people? They're going to be on the street.
Yeah,
because when I was in high school, right across from my high school, bro, was the state rubber room facility. And when they closed that, I'm talking about for all of Ohio, straight up now. I'm not playing.
Yeah, you see that a lot. Like in major cities, they be on the train at train stations, just like hanging around.
That's
like
why you see all these panhandlers.
Yeah.
Everywhere you go on and off ramps, bro. And they need to clean this. They need to clean
Nah, they
this.
want society to get rid. They want society to get into a conflict with them and do them in.
Yeah.
They say, forget taking care of them. They want them to step out in traffic. They want you to. They say that's
want
cheaper.
us to exterminate them.
They want us to handle it.
Yeah, that's why that dude who choked the dude out on the train in New York, everybody, that Marine dude. They was parading him around, and Trump, they was handshaking him, and he got a good job in the West Coast now, making good money. So they take care of guys like that.
I didn't think about it though,
trash. Yeah,
I didn't think about it the way Platinum said it though. He said that they said that it's too soft, and when he said that, low key threw me for a loop. But no, they don't want these people to actually be reconditioned.
Because they don't think they can be. They don't think they can be
the way they want, and they want them cut them loose. And I guess tear up society. I don't
No,
know.
they want us to tear them up. And this ain't the purge. They
No,
don't
I'm
think
saying they want them to tear up society, but they want us to clean them up out of society. I ain't gonna say certain words.
Exactly. They want them.
But back to this case in Memphis. Now that dude, 20 years old,
Mm-hmm.
doing on the spectrum like that, mental. He ain't really got much of a chance at life. So if this didn't happen to him, one of them dudes in Memphis give him a little pack of something, or send him on some missions, and he would have been a crash out of something. That's what they do to little dudes like that. Once the families give
I
up
hate
on
to
them,
think that
throw
they
them on the
would
street. That's what happened to little guys like that.
crash test dummy. He was a crash test dummy, bro.
Yeah.
Either way it goes.
Exactly. Them niggas on the
I
street would have
think
been
the
worse.
mother wasn't wrong for feeling the way that she did. I think she just took it a step too further.
She should have did it earlier. She shouldn't have let them get. She shouldn't have let them. She shouldn't have let them get. She shouldn't have let them get to the port. She should have just did it where he was
Y'all
at.
It looked
remember
like
when
he was complying without no problems. He just kind of unloaded on. That's what it sounded like. He was
y'all remember
complying.
when flat
Ma'am,
screen
I'm leaving,
TVs?
and he just took him out at the end.
Do
Yeah,
y'all remember
I
when
think that
flat
was wrong.
screens? It was an old man out here in the hood. He had his front door open with the screen open with the screen door. These young cats ran up in there. This is way before Pooh Shiesty time. They went in there. They wanted this plasma TV, 1480p and all that. They giving him the business. They taped the TV. He telling them, put it down, put it down, put it down. They wouldn't put it down. So when they was leaving out, he did one of them in the back, the same thing. But from my clandestine information, he drug him back inside the house. He got him on the porch, but he drug him back in. You know that senior citizen man didn't do a day. He didn't do a day.
He shouldn't have.
And the community out there, back then they used to do Platinum Pride. You know what I'm talking about? You know how the way they fundraised, they did barbecues and all that type of stuff, and got that old man. Yeah. They were selling plates, all that type of jazz. But he didn't do a day, bro. So like y'all said, if she was going to do something to the boy, where she messed up was hesitating.
Exactly. Shouldn't have hesitated.
When she discovered the young man in her daughter's room, it should have went down right there, whatever you was going to do. Now, I don't condone what she did. And
It sounds cold. It does sound cold. It does sound cold what we saying. But
I think she knew that boy been coming over there, man. I keep saying that. It's something in my spirit keeps saying that, man.
And then what if that retarded nigga get your 13-year-old
It might not have been that dude, but it was other boys over because she made the statement.
Either she knew or she wanted him for herself.
Man, it's right. If her daughter 13 and she mess around with learning disability 20-year-olds, she ain't trying to have no slow grandkids running around here. She already got enough kids to take care of.
She ain't thinking about that. How old is the mama? The mama's what? How old was she, y'all? What?
She got
30?
6 kids, dog. She don't want her young daughter out here having sex, making more kids.
Wait a minute, but what you said ain't making no sense. So she don't want her young daughter to be doing what you said. Why she leave her young daughter to see about kids?
Take care of her kids.
Use common sense. And I know this. If she was out here in my county, she would get stroked for that alone. Not the act that actually happened. One way, she probably get second degree before and behind them kids. The prosecutor out here, you don't play about that, bro. You don't. She would be stroked. Pause. I'm serious. So you can't have it both ways. I understand what you're saying. She didn't want her daughter to be around no artist. First of all, why won't we say this? Why didn't the mama practice birth control? God damn, you got too many kids. And then furthermore,
I don't know about that. I don't know about that, man.
Work a different shift.
No, we're not gonna punish
Work a
women.
different shift.
We're not gonna punish women for having the good. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not gonna say punish her for having children, but clearly she had more than she can handle.
I got you, but maybe she good in bed. Maybe she's fun to be around.
Well, okay. Let's keep it light. I see where you're going, Platinum. I ain't gonna take this down the deep end.
You'll be surprised that your best things come in surprise boxes, but you don't know until you've been there. Now I'm telling you, I'm being for real. 6 kids. Somebody
That's
like what
good
you
box.
Somebody. Yep. There you. Thank you. Thank you.
That's good box.
Yeah.
That is, bro. I ain't lying. That is good.
You talking this lady up here?
I might have put some on the GoFundMe.
Because this lady up here got 6 kids.
I'm for good box. I'm for that.
Come on,
who got 6 kids? This lady up here?
Mm-hmm.
She got 6 kids?
Mm-hmm.
I just wish that the mama had worked a different shift, bro. When you know you got young kids like that, you ought not be working second shift.
That's that old school come home. Look at that. You see that brother that was in the court with her? Yeah. See that brother? She had a brother. I don't know if that was a family member. But look, we don't want to talk about it. We don't want to talk about it.
And she 30 years old?
Well, she got some baby making box. Stop hating.
She was born fertile from the way it sounds. If she was only 30 and the kid was 13, she was born fertile, bruh.
She been a teen mom, so she probably been having flashbacks. Don't want her kids to be in the same position she been in growing up.
Yeah, she started in
15, 16. Yeah, no, earlier than that.
Ain't nothing wrong with that, though. You see, that's why we get into a thing because y'all care. I don't care about. And she ain't my type. Period. I don't like.
I know you advocate for women that like to get it in, Platinum. You don't stop a woman from having fun.
Please, sir. Thank you. I don't like keloids. I don't like when the ears. I don't like that.
Oh, I didn't know she had that.
That's Joy. Joy said.
So wait, Platinum, you're saying you're not interested in that sexy astronaut like collar around her neck that you lock the helmet into? You don't like that?
I don't know what that is. I'm gonna be for real, Joy. I mean, my fault, Truck. I'm gonna be for real in Truck because I really got to watch you. We're not gonna disrespect this woman, but I agree with you.
Why not? She murdered this kid.
Truck.
Yeah, don't say
the neck. The neck is it's something that you do have to sit back and think. Do you want to, continue the dating? Because the neck, you be like, what? Why is your neck tripled like that? Like your extra neck.
I don't like women with them rings around their neck.
Can you extend your neck? Can you extend your neck? You know what? Hold on. Can you extend the neck out?
Because you got that baby weight.
You got the.
Or are you saying? Whoa! Are you saying that?
You know what? There we go. You got the turtleneck, and I'm saying a lot of niggas ain't into that. Ain't she good though?
But Platinum, now all them kids in that weight, that excess weight, got to go someplace. That's why they be so deformed like that.
Well, I'm sorry. Wait, are you saying
neck,
that
back.
her neck is? Are you saying that her neck is like one of those space savers that you just crinkle it up, you put it in your cabinet, and just go, and you just put it in your cabinet, and then you pull it out, and you open it. Who used to sell those? There was a woman who used to sell those at 2:00 in the morning on the Home Shopping Network. I can't remember. But anyway, that wasn't what I was going to talk about. What I was going to talk about, one of these dudes said, what she should have done was she should have dealt with him in the bedroom. The thing about it is, if you look at the reports and you read into them, they said that as he was walking away and leaving the house, he was having words with her. So if you put yourself in his position, what?
No. If that's true, if as she was escorting him out of the house, he had an attitude.
Words with her. He had
Yeah,
words with
so
her.
see right there.
Well, put yourself.
I'd have to, no. If I'm on that jury, I would be 1,000%. She put a hole in the back of his head because she caught him with her daughter and she walked him out to the front porch and do it. I said, "Now you guilty." But if she said he was talking shit, talking about when Nunu them get back, that type of shit, nah, I had to decide on. I had to vote on her favor. I'm like, "What, you threatening her?"
Yeah, but people were saying that, and I heard that on the news too. People were saying that they were saying he was saying that they were talking back, and it wasn't a fight, but she had the gun out, and all that's how some people are. They'll talk trash with a gun in their face and call somebody bluff, and you really got to take them out. So
Yeah, if you didn't have that gun, though.
you don't want the people. You don't want the person
I'm
to
gonna
come
leave.
back.
I'm gonna leave, but if you ain't had that gun, that type shit, I'm gonna leave.
Yeah. And you gotta think about you think about people coming back to come get you next week and all that. So ain't nobody taking no chance like that, man.
Yeah. So, but she ain't saying that. That's what I'm saying. If I was on that jury, and they said, "Yo, she walked out, and in a fit of rage, she took his life." As much as I can understand, I'd have to say guilty. But if she said he was threatening me, talking about when Tay them get out of jail, or when Tay come home, shit like that, you like, huh? You in my house under my bed?
Even if you hold on. Even if he said that, hold on. Even if he said something,
either way it goes.
Even if he said something like that, that still does not give you the authority to simply execute the person, shoot them in the back. That's not self-defense. Hold on. You see, that's not. See, a lot of these people don't.
No. If you're threatening someone, that changes things.
But it
verbally,
still can't.
no. Verbally threatening somebody does not allow you to do that. I'm a concealed carrier. I know.
Yeah, we know you got the desert eagle up
on
there.
the way out of the home. You're talking about you're gonna be back when Leon get out.
You just gotta wait for him to come back. You can't kill him.
I'm gonna get you on the back end, bitch. No, bro,
I'm gonna catch
popped.
you at that bus stop.
No, but guess what? Guess what? If you do, then it's on you, because the only time you're allowed to shoot somebody in self-defense is if they present you with an immediate threat to your physical person,
verbal threat,
or one of the seven. No, verbal threats do not count.
You can get them with the equal threat that they give you. It's called
what you're talking. Hold on, the word. No. The word the words you want is called commensurate force.
In the chat, they said you're not correct, Truck. They're saying it's a threat.
No, that's not true. It's not true. The word is called commensurate force. What you people need to do is learn to read the law. It's called commensurate force.
All right,
commensurate force means hold on. If they come out with their fist,
Truck, and hold up. After Truck, if you're caught in a 13-year-old girl's bedroom, you're being walked out of the house. If you threaten the person, walk you out of the house, given the circumstance, I disagree. They can take your life. If you're threatening
disagree all you want, the court ain't gonna see it that way.
Yeah, the court
I think a jury would. I think a jury would see that all day.
A jury, like you mean Carmelo's jury? How about his jury?
They're gonna look at it. They're gonna look at it just a bunch of words being back and forth. You got a gun they can take. That's words versus a gun. That's how they're gonna look at it. That's how they're forced to look at it. Yeah.
Hold on. If he turned on her and tried to punch her in the head, or if he turned on her and tried to wrestle the gun from her.
This is where and this is where we're wrong as a black community. This is where she just doesn't understand the law.
That's what I'm saying.
No. She just doesn't understand the law. You're exactly right. If he would have made a move, dead men tell no tales. He made a move. Period. Despite that he didn't, he did. No. And her lawyer, but she got a good lawyer. Forget her. That lawyer, she gonna beat this case.
I'm sorry. Did you just say she's got a good lawyer? First of all, that lawyer has a big problem, because in order for him to get her away from a murder charge and make it a manslaughter charge, what he has to do is get rid of the stuff that the girl herself said, that my mama said, if somebody else is here, I'm a shooter.
They're going to throw it out.
Well, they're gonna look at the little girl. They're gonna look at the little girl as not like a credible witness. In a certain degree.
Exactly. Thank you.
She's not a credible witness.
Multiple juvenile. because first of all, there was other juvenile witnesses who they didn't name because of their age.
Good. Truck. He's a lawyer. He knows what he's doing. They can say they saw all they want. Truck, you know how much doubt that is? You thought you saw something. It was 3 a.m. What the fuck you doing up at 3 a.m? Looking at somebody's yard?
Excuse me. If I show you the back of somebody's body and they have a bullet hole right in the back of their head, how you going to tell me
You
that's
don't know if they made a move or not, though, Truck.
They made a move for what? They had a detonator under their vest?
3 in the morning. So you telling me you standing on the front porch of your house and you saw everything that happened? Why are you looking at them? It's 3 in the morning.
No, I'm talking about where the bullet wound is.
If he made a move to try to push the gun away, she got a right to shoot him.
From the back, from 180 degrees, he made a move.
If he made a move if they fought over that gun, and unfortunately he got one in the back of his shit, she didn't do nothing wrong.
But the biggest thing
right,
is the charges. I'll give her a second degree on manslaughter. Not a first.
Here, this is what I want to do. I don't think this has made it to Kalshi yet. How much you want to bet she goes down for murder?
No, I think they're not going to. You can't get, because they're coming to somebody's house at 1 o'clock in the minor part. That's going to rev on people's emotions more than the shooting, I think.
But here's the problem. Hold on. He was invited into the house by the girl.
That's
true.
So
the problem is he didn't break in. He was not there for a party. He was invited into the house by the girl.
But Truck, this is how they're gonna look at it. You a grown man. You not that retarded and stuff. You got enough sense to look on your phone and get directions and jump in a damn Uber or a car and get dropped off. They're not going to. I don't want to hear that in the courtroom.
Goddamn Uber. That man walked around the corner.
I'm saying, you got enough sense to do that? I don't want the 13-year-old. You a pedophile,
man. He was mentally ill, and unfortunately, his demise.
Well, that's how they're gonna look at it. You ain't that damn slow. You can put on clothes and jump in the car, jump and walk around the corner, walk to somebody's house at 1 o'clock in the morning, and that's how a lot of men.
You know what's funny? I'm looking. Hold on. I'm looking at this commentary, and you got somebody real bulldog. Shut up, stupid. You think kids let men into their rooms? No, moron. I'm saying that she was dating this dude, and she had this dude up in the house, and the mother said the next time it happens, I'm gonna put a bullet in somebody. And they have that as evidence. Maybe you should read the case. Maybe you should learn to read. See, that's the problem. They're not going to make this girl suffer any consequences for the fact that this is her fault. And the mere fact that just because of her age, she has no accountability, that's the problem. Yeah.
Well, no, that's not a problem.
Why can't we charge them as adults? Charge them as adults.
Well, first of all, that'll never happen. But what I'm saying, what you're saying, that'll never happen. The onus is on the men. The onus on the men, even the young men, to control themselves, not on the woman.
Well, he was special ed. He was special ed. So how
that being said, even that he can break the law. And that being said, the onus is on the man, the male, not the woman. So can they put up 13? Just think about it. 13 putting up half-naked photos, which is very illegal. But they can. No, they can. Yeah. And it's up to the man to control himself. It's not saying she can't. It's saying that she's 13 putting up half-naked photos on Instagram. Dudes is hitting her up. It's not on her. It's on the guys. Now, we can talk about that's unfair. But, hey, that's the way it is, man. That's why men got to be very careful what they do.
Exactly. And you know what's funny? How many fathers do you think have walked into their daughter's bedrooms and found boys of any age in their daughter's bedrooms and faced this exact same circumstance? But most of them were smart enough not to kill the fucking boy who's in the room because they already know.
Truck, a couple of years ago, a guy, he's in jail right now. He came home and his daughter had a boy.
Yep.
I don't know if he was underage. I think, she was like 15, it's like 16. He had warned, once again, he had warned her. You can't, you too young to date. Don't have no man, don't have no boy over here when I'm not here. He warned her. She ignored it. He came home and found, I think he was 17 in the bed with his daughter. He proceeded to go get his gun. The dude tried to run. He caught him at the gate, blew his back out. He's now spending the rest of his life. I think he was 50. He's going to spend like 30 years in prison right now.
Yes, 20. He got at
Yeah,
least 20
and
for that.
there was a story not recently. There was a story within the last month, and a father came home, caught a dude in the bed with his daughter, and the dude who he caught had a Glock on him, and he shot the father and killed him.
I heard
And
that one.
I'm thinking, yeah, that happened less than a month ago, and I'm willing to bet that, especially with this new generation of these kids who have no respect for authority, and then on top of that, they're not going to own anything. They're not going to be able to afford anything. They're not going to have apartments. They're going to be living with their parents until they're adults. You're going to see a lot more of these situations happening. And this was just one that stood out in the news because it happened and it was a black woman and they're trying to get her off. But the simple fact is she ain't getting off that easy. She's either going down for murder or she's getting a manslaughter charge.
Yeah, the
Okay,
manslaughter.
well, no. But wait a minute. I got a problem with this, though. See, that's what I'm saying. I don't have a side. I got a problem with this. You got a single mom trying to raise her kid. Where are all these women's groups? Where's The View? Where's Whoopi?
They
Where's
don't care,
Sunny?
Platt.
Where's Sunny? Where's all these groups?
No,
saying, hey,
Platinum.
This is beneath
The
them.
View, I watched Platinum. I don't know about
man.
you.
No,
Platinum.
all of these
I don't know
women's
about-
groups, why don't they put up a GoFundMe for her?
Platt.
Hold on.
Why have y'all said, hey, we not gonna defend her? She got a legitimate case.
This
She
is
just
beneath them,
handled
Platt.
the shit
All right,
wrong.
Platinum.
She handled it
Platinum.
wrong. Wait a minute, man.
Platinum.
She handled it wrong. I agree. But from the standpoint you care about women, why aren't you trying to help this woman out?
Because this is beneath them. They think they better than women like this. She ain't got
Well,
no,
no.
6 kids in the hood.
The View is going to cover this because I watch The View like every day. This morning, they were just covering what happened with Andrew Tate. I guarantee you, within this week of news, they will cover this story. But what it'll turn into is you'll have Sonny Hostin trying to tell everybody what the law says about what you can and can't do to people in your house. And then you'll have Joy Behar trying to make her stupid jokes. And then you'll have her being talked over by Alyssa, and Alyssa will be trying to tell them about how this isn't Trump's fault. So the simple fact of the matter is, it doesn't matter if they talk about it or not. And the women's groups, all they see is a black woman who did something stupid, and they're trying to get her off and
There you
help her
go.
escape accountability.
They're
That's
not gonna
all
help.
they
No,
see.
no. You're right. They don't care. And and Al
Now-
Sharpton, I watched the I watched the Nolan Wells funeral, and Al Sharpton got up and he grandstanded. He said, I got $50,000 for any evidence of wrongdoing in this case. And I'm looking at Al say this, and I'm like, yo, but look at this. Look, I look at this as a woman with, I didn't know she had 6 kids, a woman who's in poverty, living a life of poverty, trying to raise her kids, probably was raised in poverty herself. Al, why don't you go down there and help her out? She got $100,000 bail. You can't put $10,000 up and get her out? Why
They'll
not?
get her out. See, somebody will get her out. One of them, somebody from Memphis, them rappers, somebody will feel sorry. But I'm saying though, and that's another thing too. You living in poverty. You've been in poverty since you've been a teenager, and you got 6 kids too. So that's why people ain't really gonna. A lot of people not gonna feel sorry for her either, because you got 6. You out in the street 1 o'clock in the morning on a school night. 1 o'clock in the morning. You supposed to be home with your goddamn kids. Why are you out in the street? So that they gonna be looking at her like that too. Yeah, you know.
How come she can't be on the street? She's a grown woman.
I'm saying no, but you got 6 kids in poverty. That's the life. You supposed to be in your house cultivating your children. So you got people, they're gonna look at it like that too. You got different folds of people, you know? They're
There
not
are
gonna have
groups
no
out there,
compassion for that.
advocacies. There are advocacies for women. She's a single mom. Where are those groups? That's my point, man.
She
You're
need
trying to make it.
10,000.
That ain't no money for
I know.
GoFundMe.
She should have she should have had that by now. She should have
For
had that.
GoFundMe to get out of jail. That's shit. That ain't
I
nothing.
know, but she should have had it by. That's what I'm saying. She should have
I
been out.
know. I'm
yeah.
saying she's been thrown under the bus because
Yeah.
people look at her and, like you said, she's not the type they want to help. And that's what's
Exactly.
sick about our community. There you go. There go a black woman. You ain't gonna help her?
Yeah, she
And
should
they're
have been
not,
out
they ain't gonna help her. She on her
on the.
own. And then it's the thing, all this racism. Look at her lawyer. That's a white man. A white man who they're
That's
talking
probably the
about.
best thing she could get.
I got you. He's the only one helping her. Ain't that something? Sonny is nowhere to be found. Whoopi, where you at? Al Sharpton,
Well,
where you at?
hold on. Sonny doesn't practice anymore. See, what most of these women do is they get that law degree, but the reality is they don't even want to work as a lawyer. They just want to be called a lawyer, and they want to be known as a lawyer. Sonny doesn't practice. Most of
Okay, she don't practice, but you got money. My point is they have money, and the View is supposed to be for women, helping women.
Yeah, but
and here you got
the
a
bail
woman.
was only The bail was only $100,000, and why would the View put all of that money onto a losing case?
How do you know they're gonna lose?
Because facts.
I think the View should reach out to her. She's a single mom, and she did what all of them talk about. They don't want no grown ass man trying to date their daughter.
And
Well, then
the
she ran
View,
into that.
those are liberal, upscale, upper middle class
There you
audiences.
go.
That's what they don't deal with low level.
Well, how about
women like
MAGA?
that.
And
What
you know
about
what's funny? MAGA doesn't give a damn about
Yeah.
this. And you know what's funny about the fact that you say that at 20 he's a grown ass man, and yet if he were to get smoked by a white cop or if he were to get killed by some white person, the first thing they'd be saying is, "Oh well, his brain was not developed because the amygdala doesn't fully develop till he's 25 and all that bullshit." So the simple fact is they don't want no part of this. They don't. It's a losing case, and they don't want no part of it.
Yeah.
That's so sad.
Her
No,
best
it's so
bet.
sad. Because Nola Wells' family got a little bit of money. Carmelo Anthony raised up over $500,000 for him. This woman's
Yeah,
bail.
look what good
is-
that did. Look
this
what good
mon-
that did.
I mean,
This
he got a
woman's-
good appeal going on now. He
This
got a good
woman's
appeal.
bail is $10,000. You got Kaepernick paid for the autopsy. Why don't you give her $10,000? Get her out of jail. No, I'm just saying that's a black person going through hell, and black people are not reaching out to this black. And I'm just saying
Well, she
hypocrisy
did this
is
to
ridiculous.
herself.
Yeah, she did it to
She
her.
did this
I
to
mean,
herself.
having them kids and being out in the street. You should have. Yeah.
Here's
That's how
my
people look
question:
at
Where's
it.
the father? Where's the
Exactly.
father? Where's the father? You have all these goddamn kids. Where's the father?
Yeah, and that wouldn't happen if they had a father in the house. And this is the problem. People don't want to. That's the root cause of the breakdown of no family. You just raising kids willing that just winging it, taking it any way you can take it. You threatening people. Well, hey, I'm raising you by myself. But if somebody, I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna kill anybody I catch in my house. Say that, but you know, you can't be living like that, man. You know.
Talking to a table full of kids like
Yeah.
that.
All right, catch somebody. I'm gonna kill him now. Don't bring nobody in my house.
Y'all
Be at
bring
work.
somebody. Y'all bring a motherfucking nigga in here. I'm gonna tell you something. You're gonna regret it.
Exactly.
Yeah, that ain't good parenting, man. You shouldn't have to do that.
Yeah, it sound like your mama. You know, back in the day, we come do your homework. Don't open the door for nobody.
Let me tell you something. My mother would never even talk. She don't talk about that now. My mother would never say no stupid.
No,
that is the most absurd shit. I can imagine my mom raising me say some shit. If you bring them all for in here, I'm gonna take them out. See, all that ghetto stuff for me is I don't know where it comes from.
Yeah, our mother just said, if I'm not home or your dad not home.
First of all, we didn't do that, so they didn't have to say nothing.
No, I'm saying I'm saying they say
listen
don't
to
open
me.
my
No,
door.
we were
They just said don't open the door for
we
nobody.
were
That's all
civilized.
Yeah.
We were civilized, and the people we were around were civilized. None of us need to be warned. We knew fucking right from wrong. None of us had to be warned.
You wouldn't put your parents in that situation. But now what I'm talking about is you've got an entire generation of these bastards now who absolutely would.
Yeah.
And now you're hearing about these situations every single other week. It's always something with them. Because they ain't got nothing to live for.
Yeah, if that was my sister, we would probably kick her ass. You ain't bringing nobody in this damn house this time of night. Yeah,
Yo, dude,
you know.
I'll be perfectly honest. I've got at least one of a girl just like that in my family who does the same shit. Doesn't listen to her father. Hangs out when she feels like hanging out. Doing all those raunchy, nasty shit you be hearing about. I got at least one of those in my family, and I basically cut ties with her. Because my thing is, I don't want her coming to me asking me for nothing. And the thing about it is, half my family hates her, and the other half are a bunch of fucking enablers, and they're trying to help her and keep her head above water. I'm like, nah, dunk that shit underwater. Don't fucking help her. I ain't giving her shit.
My mother and father had 5 children, so if one got out of line, the other 4 jump on that one. We wouldn't even let that dude in the damn house. Man, give him
that's the real problem.
No, you do have some families, and I'll say if you raise your kids right, you can have 6 kids. You don't have to have no money, but if you raise your kids right, she could be 13, and you could have a kid that's 8. I'm talking about a boy, 8. And if a man comes into the house, I'm not saying he can stop him, but what I'm saying is he's gonna know that that's not right, and he's gonna defend his sister.
Oh, he's gonna call somebody.
Even against her own desires, like, hey, I want him to come in here. He's gonna say no, he can't come. No. He gonna grab him, try to hit him. No, mama ain't here. Mama ain't here.
Yep.
Yeah, a boy would do that. That's what I'm saying. It's for me to say 6 kids were complacent with some dude. Unfortunately, and we'll find out that guy must have been coming over there multiple times.
Because the daughter was inviting more than one person over there.
Yeah. Or she had some other dudes come over who was different ages too. So
you know what's sad? They're gonna drag this entire family through the mud.
Yeah.
When all of the evidence comes out and they start showing the pictures of the house, and because they're gonna have to show pictures of the house. Do you think this house was clean, or do you think this house was filthy?
Not the way it looked on outside.
Pictures, how did it look on the outside?
It looked like a damn trap house with the little cages. Yeah, it looked like a
when they drag these people through the mud, all it's gonna do is make more stereotypical memes for the racists out there.
Yeah,
and they'll be like, oh well, all of them live like that. They all are animals like that, and that's the sad thing about it, because these people are going to go down. They're going to drag them through the mud, and then they're going to be talking about everybody else who's black as if we all act and live the same way. See, that's the shit that bothers me.
And the kids got to go to school. They got to go to school and deal with that harassment at school and all that.
Yeah,
that's going to go on for some years. They're going to get hurt the most.
Yeah,
this thing can end next week. The mother people can, but them kids gonna go through it for the rest of their lives for the next 10.
And believe me, let me tell you something. In my profession, I've seen this shit before. I've seen this. I seen girls 12, 13, 14. I've seen this before. That's the reason why my mind is so morbid as to what I believe is going to happen with this next generation, because I've already seen this. And the simple fact is that you describe the place look like a trap house. You describe how this place, when they show all the videos and they show all of that stuff, they're gonna say, yeah, this was gonna happen one way or another. It's like it was a foregone conclusion.
It's sad,
No, it's disgusting. It's disgusting.
Yeah, you got 6 kids, and your idea of raising them is beating the hell out of them. That's not good. That has been shown. That don't work. And then what happens also is that person, especially at 13, they're so conscious, they can hate you, even though you're their family member. Yeah, look, they want to get on. They want to get on the internet. They want to do wrong. But if you're beating the hell out of them, they're going to something to happen to you. They're going to want something to happen to you. So that's what I'm saying. If I'm out here trying to raise my family and my kids come out here and fucking testify against me, I'm not being a good parent. What have I done to make them testify against me?
And just by the words they said she was using, talking about if she catch somebody over there, she was verbally abusing them kids every day, damn near. Because I know women like that. They'll call the kids dumb and stupid and ugly and all type of names, and wonder why when the kids, they'll hold their head down. When mama walk off, they'll go out in the street and do all kind of things behind the parents' back. So I know kids who were raised like that. They got total resentment.
The worst possible thing you could have is a single mama-led household. That's the worst possible thing you can have, especially now.
All right. Hey,
But
I'm out,
I
fellas.
already know how to say.
Y'all take it easy, man.
All right. Well,
Good
y'all,
discussion.
you have a good night. You have a good night. You have a good night.
I did. We ain't heard nothing from Ed in years.
Oh, then again, I'm saying you guys have a good night because it's 9:22 here in Cambodia. So
But
I'm
you ain't.
guessing for you it's like
Bro,
8 a.m.
You in Cambodia, but you ain't doing nothing though.
Yeah, but guess what? I'm at the casino and I am not going back down there until a little bit later when it's 11 o'clock.
You in Cambodia, you ain't moving the needle.
What more moving the needle do I got to
You
do?
need to be out there at the bitch.
I already got the bitch. I got the bitch at 8 o'clock.
No. You know what? That's what I'm saying. See, Truck, you go to all these places, but you don't do nothing when you get there.
You don't. How do you know what I'm doing?
Something. You ain't doing nothing.
How do you know what I'm doing?
You told me you wasn't doing nothing. You at the casino having a cup of coffee. You at the casino having a cup of coffee.
Are you kidding? We're playing poker over here. What are you talking about? We're playing blackjack and poker. What are you talking about?
I'm done. I'm done.
Good.
If I was in motherfucking Cambodia, I'd be at the bitch, nigga. I'm in the street.
What bitch? What you mean the 4 foot tall,
All of
4
them.
foot nothing bitch?
All of them. All of them. I'm in the streets. I'm in the clubs. I'm wherever. Whenever. I'm at the bitch, nigga. Y'all niggas be playing. Y'all niggas just play. Cup of coffee and some play a game of Keno. Yeah, that's not even some shit I even think about. I'm on my way. Give me a minute. I got some things I got to get in order. I'm gonna go overseas. I'm gonna show motherfuckers how to really go overseas. I'm gonna live stream. I'm gonna show you how to be out there, really, really doing it, not talking about it, doing it.
Yeah, I want to go to the Philippines. I've been to Tokyo and Hong Kong. I want to go to the Philippines. I don't know why my mind been on the Philippines.
Because you're trying to get some of that Filipino posse. That's why.
Yeah, I got to go to the Philippines.
To be perfectly honest, Philippines are better. Philippines are better.
I've had some. I've had Filipino chick.
They got so many damn islands.
They got hold up. Good. Like a fine wine or a fine whiskey. Good stuff for me.
Philippine is better than Cambodian and definitely better than Vietnamese.
What's the Manila? What's the capital? Manila, something like that.
Manila.
They got about 100-something different islands though. They got them all over the place.
All you got to do is land in Manila and take a plane and go to Cebu, and that's it. Or
I'm saying, why you can't take the boat because it's not that far, right?
But that's the problem because they're islands. They're islands. It's an archipelago, so you got to go from the main island to the smaller island.
But you can't do the boat.
Why leave Manila though? But why Manila? You there, right? Touchdown.
You know why? You know why? Because Manila is an industrialized city. So when you're meeting women in Manila, it's not the same as catching them at their province. Because if you catch them at their province, I mean, you're catching them where they're like, that like the internet doesn't have a hold of them.
Yeah, that's what I want. I don't want to go to Manila. I want to go someplace regular. I get some regular, genuine,
You got to understand, though, the problem is the internet is a virus with these women. As soon as these chicks hook up with you, they will hook right up with you because they want you to buy them a phone or something. Next thing you know, you buy them a phone. They're on TikTok. They're on Instagram. They're on
that's
Facebook.
If you're tricking, though. That's the trick.
No, I don't want no. Yeah, I ain't tricking.
Bro, you still can pull.
Oh my God.
You can pull a lot of women. You ain't got a trick. You know what? It's like I said, man.
I don't think you heard what I said.
All of this YouTube stuff and all this stuff, it's caught me really off guard because I've been overseas and I really have no interest in going back. But I think I'm going to do so. I think I might take 6 months. I got to talk to some people so I can set up my affairs. And I think I might have to go overseas for 6 months and give out a fucking lesson. Not like these other niggas. No, I'm nothing.
Give out a lesson to who?
I'm nothing like these other motherfuckers. I'm a real nigga at the bitch. Everywhere I go.
You're gonna give a lesson to who?
Everybody looking.
All right.
But
Well,
yeah,
I'll
I'm
tell you what,
a live stream. I'm a live stream, and I'm a demonstrate. People playing with me, man. I do it all the time. I've done it. I'll do it again.
Yeah, I just want to go
I might
someplace.
take some friends with me, bro. We real out here. We pull you up under the covers. We don't play around out here. Talking about something we need to buy something. We ain't buying nothing.
Yeah, ain't
We're
buying
still
nothing.
gonna have a house full of women. As we pull up, first day, ain't been the motherfucker 12 hours. We got 4 women up in there cooking, cleaning for us.
That's how. But
Spending
that's how I was
time
like,
with
hey,
us.
You're gonna end up like Andrew Tate.
Nope.
Yeah, but
He
yeah, I just
buying-
want,
no, he was buying pussy. Nope, not me.
I just want to go someplace nice on the beach and lay low and get me like a little local hottie and just chill out with her.
No, if you want to listen, if you
That's
want to
all I
do
want.
that, there's two places. Pattaya, Thailand is number 1, and Cebu, Philippines is number 2. There's just two places.
I'm gonna check.
Yeah, but you're talking about buying, bro.
Yeah, I don't want.
I'm not talking about buying. What I'm saying is the chicks will give it right up. But what they're looking for is they want you to say, oh, well, if you're in a relationship, I want you to buy me something. And most of these dudes will do it because back at home, they buy these bitches sneakers and cell phones already. So they'll do the same shit. They'll do that here.
Yeah.
So that's the
I don't
price.
mind. I don't mind. I don't mind looking out. I don't mind
Yeah,
looking
so
out.
hold
if
on,
she's
hold on. So,
cooperative.
the price in Philippines is a pair of sneakers and a cell phone.
The price is $125 Samsung J5 cell phone. Not even an iPhone. And once you get that Samsung,
Truck.
Yep, damn right I know. Damn right I know.
Hey, truck. How about this truck? What if you got about 3 or 4 old iPhones that's unlocked you don't use? You had since 2018 and 2019.
No. They don't want no old iPhone. They want iPhone 17.
Okay, well,
They
I
want
can't help you with
iPhone
that.
17. If you get them iPhone 17, they're ready to get down on their knees and get married.
I got 13, 14, and 15. They don't want that.
No,
they'll take that. That's just as good.
I got some old phones. Hold on. I got some old phones right now.
Some Pro Max with the
They
3 cameras.
They want the brand new iPhone where you can look at the back of it just like mine.
Yeah, I'm not buying
right away. iPhone 17.
I don't care.
3 cameras.
Truck,
They'll take 3 cameras.
I'm truck. I can go to Philippines for a week and not get laid. No, I'm being for real with you. I don't deal with women like that. I wouldn't even deal with no woman talking about she want an iPhone. I'm not buying you nothing. Look, and I'm gonna still be out there in the streets or out where I need to be to do what I gotta do. But then I get back on that plane and I go somewhere else. I'm gonna strike gold. But it's some women y'all deal with. Y'all keep dealing with these
low level.
Yeah,
young
pretty bar girls. You buy me drinky. That shit.
I stay away from them. When I go travel, I go local on the beach. With
excuse
nice,
me. The bar girls. First of all, bar girls are straight prostitutes. You don't have to worry about buying them a phone. They've already got a couple of phones, so you don't have to worry about that. They're looking for cash money. I'm talking about when you get a young, pretty girlfriend and you try to make her feel everything is serious. Because you listen. I'm not gonna pretend like if you get with one of these Filipinas,
I'll catch y'all later. I gotta go.
She's playing. If you get with a Filipina, she's playing the long game. She wants you to pay her family's debts off. She wants you to buy her family's. Listen, she wants you to pay her family's pig farm off. She wants you to invest in the land. She wants you to pay her parents' debts off. Every time her brother or sister has a birthday, she expects you to buy a gift for them for like $100, like a bike or some shit. So when you marry into one of them, you're marrying the family. So they're looking for long-term payoff. They're not about short-term. They're about long-term. So you can talk big and bad. Oh yeah, I ain't paying nothing. I ain't not giving them nothing and this, that. Yeah. They will play you for whatever they can get out of you, and then they will bounce. But for the dudes who they know are long-term investments, yeah, they'll marry you, but it's a business thing. And they're gonna get their entire family paid off thanks to you. And most, sad, these white dudes, they know it and they don't care. These white dudes come over here, they buy these women houses. The women put the houses in their name. And then the white dudes are surprised when they get locked out of the house.
No. From living over there, the Euro guys, Australian guys, tricking. You got to be joking, bro. They tricking. They
trick harder than we.
Yeah, no. You could be. I could go to where the bar girls are, and me and one of them just to hit it off. And what I mean is, I'm just in there, and she come up. She ain't got no customer, and she come up, start talking. We hit up. When you start talking to them, they'll start telling you about how Australian men, how much they give them, and then they'll start showing you texts and say, "He loved me. He loved me."
Yeah.
And you be like,
no,
damn.
You got to remember, these Australian dudes and these UK guys, a lot of these dudes are retirees and they've got pensions and stuff. Some of these dudes will pay these chicks $400 a month. That's more money than they would make if they were actually legitimately working here. And they get $400 or $500 a month, and they pay them just not to work. So these chicks take that money and they give some of it to their family, and they put the rest of it in their pocket. Man, them white dudes trick harder than black men can imagine. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable. Like this, listen, first of all, you're not going to get something for nothing. I'm not out here with my wallet open, leading with my wallet. That's not happening. Because, first of all, I don't even like spending money like that. I'm relatively cheap. But the thing about it is, I know that she's gonna want something. I have to feed her like she's a pet to keep, make sure she's around. I gotta feed her. Just like every time I eat, she's gonna eat. It is what it is. And these dudes can say whatever they want.
They're calling you a simp in the chat box.
Well, I see this dude. He's saying it. I really don't even care at this point. Honestly, I just don't even care. Because the thing about it is, he says you're a racist and you're taking advantage of young ladies. You know what, West? You're absolutely right. Anything else you want to say about me? I don't care. You're absolutely right. Anything else? What does it say? Typical black man to put a girl for prostitution. Anything else you want to say? Anything else? Normally, I would attack you and I'd be like, yeah, you're stupid, blah, blah, blah. At this point, I don't even care. I really don't. Anything else you want to say? So while I was in bed a little while ago, clapping those cheeks.
Can you do me a favor, Trump? My fault. I said called you Trump, but can you do me a favor, Trump? You don't have to put your cell phone camera. Can you give us a view? You're in
of the room?
The outside the room, just the city, even if it's just a street with the bikes and all that stuff going on.
If people look at my webpage, if they look at my YouTube channel, the very last video that I put up, I've got like the very beginning of it shows like this entire place.
Go live right now while I'm live and let me see what you see. You don't have to put yourself up. We don't want to see you in our truck. We want to see what you see.
I want to see what I see.
Stick the phone out the window. Yeah.
Oh, you want to see the casino? Oh, I
Wherever
can do that.
I don't know where you are.
There's not much out there though.
Oh, there ain't no view.
Right, the side view of this place is an alley because there's another casino right next door. So the side view of this.
Why don't you? Can you walk outside where the street is?
Absolutely.
Yeah, walk outside where the street is and just live, and let us see the people riding around. I know there's gonna be a lot of motorcycles.
I could do that.
And where are you at?
Cambodia, the border of Cambodia and Vietnam.
Never seen Cambodia. Let me see. I'd love to see Cambodia, what it looks like.
I could do that.
Yeah, and that's up to you. You don't have to be on there.
I don't know how strong the signal will be, but I can do that. Yeah.
Don't worry about it. If your phone lets you go, we'll see it.
Oh yeah, it should. I mean, I'll turn off the Wi-Fi. I'll go out there and
Does this woman have an issue? Like you don't like black women. Is this like one of the reasons why?
Basically, she's a stereotype to how I feel that black women are modernly now. Yeah, she's like a stereotype of it.
You don't like women like her? Multiple
Absolutely
kids,
not.
violent.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. If I could push a button and make the entire ghetto disappear, I would. If I could.
Yeah, a lot of men got to deal with it. Yeah, it ain't working out for us though. I'm saying as a collective.
Because the black manosphere is built on complaining about Keisha and Shaniqua. If I had the ability, I would make them all disappear simultaneously. Like Thanos with that snap. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, you'd all be Pookie, Ray, Keisha, Shaniqua, all you'd be gone.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah, I know. I think about it every day.
That's crazy. I mean, she good people, man. But no, look, you can say what you want. She got 6 kids. That you can say whatever you want.
She's a murderer. She's a murderer.
Black men like her a lot. A lot. She got 6 babies. They like her.
It's a freaking murderer.
They like her. So y'all gotta stop.
Listen, when I was in college, I knew this black chick, and she was pretty nice to be around. And she had like 6 kids in college. And, I was working with her to help her as a tutor and everything. And like when I first was hanging with her to try to help tutor her, she was like, she thought I was trying to screw her. And I was like, I ain't trying to get nothing out of you. I'm just doing my job. But yeah, you're probably right. That's probably some really good box.
Yeah, because you can't get out of it.
6 kids.
You probably plan on getting up out of that, and a guy told me about that. He said you need to stop looking at these women what they look like. And he said, man, you keep doing that. He said, you keep talking about they ugly. He said, man, you ain't been in bed with them. He said, before you judge them, get in bed with them. And I'm looking at 6 kids. She probably got that part right, bro. That part. Because you got a lot of pretty women. They really not good at that. They're very beautiful, but they're not good in bed. Then you got women who might be what you say unattractive, but they're exceptional in the bedroom.
Or you've got these pretty women who are using a lot of prophylactics. They're not trying to have no kids because they're trying to hold on to their looks.
Yep.
They're trying to keep their body in shape.
Like the stream, man. Hey, Truck.
Yeah.
I appreciate you though, man. Look, are you downstairs yet?
Give me a minute. I'm just letting my phone. My phone is just doing something, and then as soon as it's done, I'm gonna.
Truck said we finna. He gonna let us see Cambodia.
Cambodia.
How you gonna be in a hotel room in Cambodia, Truck?
No, I'm gonna walk out of the hotel. See, what I need you to understand is I'm right at the border of Cambodia and Vietnam, right? But I'm on the Cambodia side. There's like 5 or 6 hotels around me, and they're all casinos. And basically, next door to us, there's shops, and there's a couple of stores, and there's a couple of like local people.
Why don't you tell him, Truck? Why don't you tell him you're a real nigga at the bitch? When they ask you for your passport, tell them that. Say, what? We need to check your passport. Say, I'm a real nigga at the bitch, man. I got shit to do. Leave me alone.
Yeah, they'll look at you like you're crazy. And they'll say, yeah, give us your passport. These people barely fucking speak English. Trust me, they don't understand jokes.
Who's
They
joking?
do not. But you know what's funny? You know what is funny though? Because I'm the tallest person around here. Even the border guard, when I came through the border guard broke protocol. He got up. He was like, "Yo, I got to take a picture with this nigga." So he got up
He knew
and
who you
he
were?
came out there. No, he didn't know shit about me. I'm just another black guy. But he just said, "I ain't never seen a nigga this size before, so I got to take a picture with this dude."
Okay.
So he came out of his booth. Have you ever seen a border guy do that before? They come out of their booth and they need somebody to take a selfie with you.
No. First of all, I don't
Yeah, well,
travel
that
like that.
happens to
Bro.
me.
I don't travel like
That happens to me all. I
I
know
don't
you
want to take
don't.
no picture with no dude though.
Yeah, the freaking like the security guards. The security guards are half my size, and they don't have guns. So basically, like they're looking at me, they're like, "Holy shit!" It's like, where'd you get this dude from?
I don't want to take no picture with no dude.
You don't have to. You don't have to.
I already
But
told them no.
they appreciate you.
If you'd asked me to take a picture, I'd say I'm good, bro. Then I would look at them and say, "What? Why you want to take my picture? What the fuck wrong with you?"
They think you're a celebrity.
Truck, you over there? You're afraid over there, Truck.
I'm fucking. I want to try.
You need to be throwing hands. You say, "Why you want to take my picture, man?" He said, I never seen guy like you should whoop his ass." Tell me you don't move like that. You're a New York nigga. You don't mess around. Say you don't take pictures with niggas.
As soon as my visa clears, they'll never have to worry about that shit again.
Tell them you don't take
All right,
pictures.
yeah, I'm getting up. I'm about to walk out there. Just give me a minute.
You don't take pictures with dudes.
When you, just to let you know, when you see me log in, you're gonna see me log in as a second name under like the same name, I think. Just to let you know. So just be ready.
Did you lie?
Give me about,
Are you gonna come in on a different?
give me about two. Give me about a minute. Give me 2 minutes.
Okay. All the people out there, you ever seen Cambodia? You're finna see it right now. Trucks in Cambodia right now as we speak. He's waiting to transfer back to Vietnam. Cambodia. He's at a casino. He's in a hotel room. He ain't doing nothing. He ain't really doing that. He ain't out there like you need to be. But that's neither here or there. He's going to live stream and he's going to show you guys Cambodia too. If you're a real one, man, you're out there right now. Your boys, all of you guys out there, your boys done hooked up. You're like, yo, man, I'm going to see you in a minute. You done went by there last night. Say, oh, man, old girl, oh, my partner got 2 of them. You know you got to step it up. You know you're going to step it up. I ain't never been to Thailand, though. I'm going to pull up. I'm going to do something out there, though. I'm going to do something. These women, them women don't like do nothing, know nothing niggas. The guys think women like that. They don't like do nothing, know nothing niggas. Those women out there want you to know something. He said Thailand is where is that? All of it, man. It's Asia, Korea, Japan, China. I just saw China the China need men. China need men. You can make if your retirement $2,500 a month, you can live like a king in China. Plenty of women, plenty. Your cup runneth over, man. In China, you can live good over there, man. Wake up. I like when they be getting jealous too. I like that. That get me up, man. They get me up. They be say, you got other girl. I said, no, not me. Here we go. Here we go, Cambodia. Here we go, right here.
All right, I'm pretty sure you can hear me, right?
Yeah, we hear you. There you go. So it's dark
Yeah,
now? It's
okay.
nighttime? It's nighttime?
Oh yeah, I told you it's 9:47. So this is this is the hotel next to me. This is what is it? This is the I think that's Mok Bai, and then this one is Yong Yuan Ba Vet, and that's the one I'm staying at right here. And you see some people getting ready to come out of there, and then they got another casino right across the street. They tried to make like they put a bunch of these things around here, try to make it like Las Vegas. So you got a couple of people who I guess they got finished getting cleaned up at the casino. So they're leaving. And then you got a security guard right here. They have security guards pretty much at
I
every
like that.
entrance.
No, I like how clear it is and clean it is. I like that.
Yeah, it's totally unlike Tennessee, right?
Yeah, there you go right there, though, Truck.
No, I don't want that. That's too short. So anyway, you got these guys waiting. They're trying to take you places. They got like cars here. So these trucks, you see these trucks? They're trying to get across the border. The border of Vietnam is right across that hill over there. And once you go through there, you leave in Cambodia, you go into Vietnam, right? Hi. Hello. Oh, you want to say hi? You want to say hi to Platinum? Look at Platinum. He says that I'm
There you
about to
go.
bitch. Platinum, huh? Okay. Platinum says I'm about to bitch. Okay, so anyway, yeah, you got
You
these people
scared to
sitting
say
out
that,
here.
Truck. Don't be afraid of
I
that.
can say that because they don't fucking understand what I'm talking about.
No
So
matter.
anyway,
They get it, though. They know what you're talking about.
as you can see, they got the night market here. Got the night market here. Got the Maybach GLS parked over there. Got a couple of people right here just chilling, trying to sell food and shit at night.
What you do with nice cars over there? Hold up, Truck. You see that big van, that white van?
White van?
Yeah, right there. What you do with a nice car over in those foreign countries?
Well, this is a Velfire. So this is one of these like Toyotas. And all these vans, they're just designed to just move people around. Nothing special.
Yeah, but you got to park them, though. I'm saying,
Look
like,
at this. Look at this. You said I was about to bitch. That's what you said? But look,
yeah,
there's no meat on these bones. See?
that don't mean they can't fuck with you, though.
I mean it doesn't, but it's like I've been hitting better skins, honestly. So
Look, bro.
got the
Look.
Good Luck
you
Casino.
walk out there, you having fun. Would y'all like to join me? That Truck is not even hard. Would you like to join me in my hotel room? Oh, we need a cup of post soup. Okay, I got you. That's all I'm saying. A man being around women, man. That's all.
No, they say you're too boku. They say you're too big. Too boku.
You talking about going too far now. That's what I'm saying. You talking about extra shit.
Huh?
Just because you have women come by and fuck with you don't mean you got to sleep with them, man.
Just because you have women come by.
As a man, you shouldn't be that easy anyhow. You should. No woman should
How are
ever
you?
know they
What's
can
up?
smash just because.
Good. Good. Yeah.
That's what you're doing out here talking to
Oh, look,
niggas.
we got wild dogs and shit. We got wild dogs. That dog's gonna end up on a fucking menu if he keeps looking at me.
So you out here talking to dudes.
Huh? No, just say hi. Oh, they got the hair salon right here.
Do the same thing to the women. Do the same thing you
What?
just did to the women. Same thing you just did with
Yeah,
that
but I
guy.
don't want to talk to them though.
We want to talk to him.
Oh, why? I should have you talk directly to him.
Do exactly
see.
what you just did. Do the same thing to a woman, a fine woman, and we'll take it.
There's no fine ones though. I don't think there's too many fine ones.
They out. They're trying to catch a date. They out there.
Yeah, hey, how you doing? What's up? All right, you see?
All those motorcycles.
That's how they get around.
Ain't no grass. I like grass.
Nah, it's concrete. This whole place is concrete.
I know. I'm
This
saying
whole
that.
whoa, fuck.
What the grass at?
This whole place is concrete. There ain't too much grass anyway. Look at this one. She's up there. She's like, yeah, look at this. She's like, look at this dude.
Oh, she having something to eat?
Hi. Nah, I'm just looking. See what's happening back here. Oh, they got another. This is a mini mart right here. So you're just walking around.
We got trucks overseas. He's in Cambodia going back to Vietnam. He's 7 feet tall out there, yet he's struggling with the women. I don't
I'm
get
not
it.
struggling. I ain't struggling with these hoes.
I don't get it. Why don't you get your little scooter while you're out there, truck?
Yeah, so I could kill myself out here. What are you kidding? Hell no. I learned my lesson when I was in China. I'm seeing, and you're up there
that's
talking
overseas.
about let's look for the nightclubs. I don't
That's
see any
overseas.
nightclubs.
Yeah, that's overseas. None but concrete, no grass. Venues.
Yeah, you see, it's all like what is it? Salons.
Yeah.
There's like a bunch of hair salons and shit. I need to get a haircut though, I will say that.
Well, you wait till they open up though, truck, right?
Nah, they're open now. Look at them. The only thing they in there doing is prostitution, probably.
Oh, you can get a chop. You can get a chop right now.
If I want it. Hi. I'm just walking around.
What are
Oh,
women
see?
at though? What are women at though, truck?
There's not that many. That's what I'm telling you. It's like
Some
it's
of them,
dry out here.
goddamn, bro. You done talked to 2 different niggas since you've been on the stream.
It's dry out here.
Why?
Why is it dry? Because these chicks are like 4 foot nothing and they're dry.
Nah, man, you gotta have pool game, truck. You tripping. You gotta have a pool game out here. You ain't got no pool game.
If you say so. I'm not talking to this. You got to remember, I came here with somebody. I got a Filipina.
Yeah, she in the room though, nigga. You single. You be talking crazy on these motherfucking streams, bro. If she
Yeah,
in
the
the
crazier the
room,
better.
if she in the room, you in the streets, you are a single man.
If you say so.
Push up on one of the chicks real quick though.
Push on what chick?
It don't matter. Just push up on a female real quick. That's the best you. Okay, go ahead, push up on her. Go talk to
Yeah,
her.
but this is come on, man.
Don't
That's
worry about
easy
it. Go
mode.
talk to her, truck. That's somebody's grandmama. But go ahead and talk to her.
I'll find something better. Find something better.
Yo,
So I
game
tell
should
you, look,
pull. Women should be fucking with you anyhow because of you, man.
I find something better.
Yeah, I heard her say "bobawa." Yeah, I don't want to hear that shit.
Yeah, you know, believe me.
Yeah, I don't want to
Just
hear that.
listening to that voice is annoying as fuck. Get these guys right here. So, you know, at least it's not too hot out here.
They say you winning. Passport bro say you winning, truck.
I'm always winning. You find another black person who's flying first class to Vietnam and Cambodia
You out of shape,
when you got the Donald Trump economy.
You out of shape, truck. Because you
We're
huffing
all out of shape. I'm an American.
you
Of course I'm out
huffing
of
and
shape.
puffing, man. You can't walk down the street.
It's hot as fuck out here. Why don't you come here and you see how you do in this weather?
I'll be good. I'm gonna be in some
Yeah, okay.
cold
I don't believe
air.
that for a second. I
I'm
don't
gonna be.
believe that for a second, bro.
I don't want to go that truck, but I'm saying I'm gonna be in some cold air.
Uh-huh.
But
Yeah. Oh
Yeah, I
man.
don't know, man. We appreciate you showing us though, truck. That truck's in Cambodia. It's just like I pictured it. Um, they out there really, really, they really doing it out there. They got some good foods out there if you know what you're looking for, though, right, truck?
Oh, yeah. If you know what you want, if you know exactly what you want, and they offer it, yeah. There's some places you can eat real well over here.
Why do they always ride on motorcycles?
Because a lot of them can't afford cars. Cars are
Oh,
expensive.
and then what the
Those
amount
are,
of space they take up and all that.
yeah.
Yeah, it looked like America truck to me.
Well, they're modernizing. They are modernizing. I'll give them that. Look at this.
Say something to a truck. Truck, you know
Nah,
what,
because
man? No, you just
I'm
sat
not
there.
trying to pick up any
Say,
of these little
who
girls.
cares?
I ain't
You're
trying to
doing it.
pick up none
You're
of these
doing
little
it for
girls.
me. You're doing it for me. Ain't no little fight. It's a
No,
grown ass
no,
woman.
thank you.
It's a grown woman.
These little girls.
Oh, I'm done. I don't know what to tell you, truck. Look, you doing live your life, man. We only live once. Enjoy yourself out there, man. But we finna go ahead and shut this down. And we
Cool.
appreciate you showing us a couple of minutes. Cambodia, ain't that something? Look at that Cambodia shop. Look how beautiful that
Yeah.
is. That's beautiful, man.
And as soon as my visa clears, I'm crossing right back into Vietnam. I'm hoping it'll clear tomorrow.
Hmm. It probably will. It probably will. Who is that truck? That dude?
I don't know. I don't know none of these people.
You got your nice little workout. You see that truck? See how I help you out? You got out
Yeah.
here, caught you a little sweat out here. You got here and walk, got you so you probably need to walk in now.
Yeah, it's just hot and humid out here, though.
I got you, man.
You see all these people backed up? You see all these people backed up trying to get across the border?
Yeah.
That line goes back for like miles.
Why?
Because these people are trying to get across the border, trying to get their shipments across to Vietnam.
That's crazy, man. I like the wide
It
open
is.
spaces, though. No, I like how wide open it is.
Yeah, it's nothing but land. Nothing but land.
Sometime as a man, you need a place that's quiet so you can think.
Absolutely. That's why all of this is part of my vacation. It's like, get to, clear your head. So I work hard, I play harder.
I got you.
This is the real passport bros.
They say you're not really where the action is, though.
I'm not. Well, they might be right about that, because I tell you, there's not that much action, I don't think, in Cambodia. You see, they ain't got enough inside them pants to have any real action out here.
Nice place, man. I like how clean it is, though.
Oh
Impressed.
man, no, the place is spotless. Are you kidding?
I like
I'll show
that,
you
man.
real quick. The place is spotless. This is a casino. This is high rollers. Look at this guy. Hey, sir. Okay, yeah, we already know about that. Yeah. Every time I go through the thing, it beeps. But what they got the casino back there. I ain't gonna go back there too much because I don't want them to be worried about the camera. So we got the casino right back there. If the Wi-Fi doesn't quit, I'll show you what the bedrooms are nice. if the Wi-Fi don't quit. Maybe selling jewelry here.
Yep. That just when you just did that. Yep. Got you, truck.
I don't know if my girl, I don't know if my chick she shouldn't be in the room right now because they were downstairs. She and her friend were playing, they were playing some games. So let's see what happens.
Truck, that's your life.
I'm sorry?
That's your life. If you want to be alone and shit and look at sunsets and shit, that's on you, man.
Yeah. I mean, hey, listen, it's a lot easier to do it when you don't have distractions. You see this? So this is
nice places.
Our room. I don't think she's in there, but I'll check. I'll check to see if she's in there first. I don't think she is though. They should still be on the game floor. I like the way they do this, the lighting and stuff for this thing. See this? And you got like the buttons for controlling like the whole bathroom and all that. So you got the bathroom right there. See that?
Yep, nice place.
I got to start putting together dirty clothes. Let me see this shit. Yeah, so they give you it's nice, you know, it serves its purpose. It serves its purpose. So while I was talking, while I'm up here on your channel, that's what I was doing. I was right here on my computer.
There you go.
Yep.
Trump up here listening to YouTube. But appreciate your truck, though. We got to go ahead and shut this down.
You want to shut it down?
Yeah, don't be a truck. We need better visuals. I'm gonna go live. You need to come back, man, and show us a better visual. It's late night down there, so we're gonna go when the sun is up.
When I'm in Vietnam, I'll give you all you want.
Got you. Like, share, support. Appreciate you, truck.
All right, I'll talk to you later.
Yes, sir. Down goes truck. I don't know. You tell me what's going on. We got a woman. She's been charged. Her lawyer says we don't know what happened. I think we got to look at that. Lawyer says we don't know what happened. Said given the circumstance, most people would act the same way she did. And we got to wait and find out, man. Like, share, support, man. Hit the Cash App, hit the Super Chat.